Alright, we're back. Yeah, you want to save those low rolls for your freaking divine interventions. Didn't you, like, you nailed your last two, didn't you?
Yeah, and they were just like the ones that I'm like, oh, let's do a random thing. They work
That's
really well for random things.
yeah, yeah. That's disgusting.
Well, I mean, in 2 more levels, you get them every time you do it.
That's right.
Yeah,
At level
but I won't
20.
abuse it.
Yes, you will. Don't give me that.
I'll use it for bad situations.
Lies, lies.
So
Alright,
many lies.
alright, we are live. Alright, here we go. Previously in the Godbreaking, you guys were had met up with the Luceres Synod, the governing body of the lycanthrope race, or the lycanthrope tribes, a collection of various clans and representatives from all over the lycanthrope species. They had gathered together to discuss the the blight of these red leapers, these aberration type lycanthropes that had destroyed, basically toppled the elven nation of Sindalar. Meeting up with them, you guys deliberated and you spent the night there. And as you emerged from Euphemia's magnificent mansion the next morning, you saw that the Synod had come under attack from a pack of leapers. You guys spent most of last session fighting them off. There were various battles in which you managed to save a number of the Synod clan leaders and keep the majority of the tribes from destruction from these leapers. You guys then went on to do some reconnaissance, do some information gathering about what these exactly these leapers are. You took a couple of their corpses and brought one to Westvane and brought one to Ospium, leaving them with the academic authorities there to try to discover what their nature is and where they come from. You guys also did a little bit of shopping, and then you journeyed back to Sindalar, which is here, and you headed off to the Primal Lands, led by Nina, your cat companion Deimos. You went off to the Primal Lands, which are off in this direction, to the northeast, basically off the map. You traveled for about 2 weeks, and as you continue to journey off into the Primal Lands, it was like stepping back in time. The the um, the terrain and the flora and the fauna, the life forms, the animals and the plant forms were all they got older and older. They looked more primitive, more primal. Some of the creatures were larger and of different species than you'd ever seen before. As you guys continue to travel off in this direction. And finally, after about a couple weeks of travel, under the guidance of Nina, she brought you to Tyranno, the ancient one of the lycanthrope race. He looks like... Yes. You guys found him in a cave, nestled up at the foot of three mountains that where the peaks kind of align with each other. Here in this primal land, it's pretty barren in the sense that there's no other civilization. You didn't see villages or towns or even other intelligent life forms. They're just animals, and it's basically like an ancient landscape. And he was there. You found him etching into the stonework. You brought forward the totems of representation that Mastorik, the clan leader of the mastodon lycanthropes, had given to you, and with those being presented, the Ancient One agreed to talk with you. You guys described to him the situation, and he said that he would tell you about the story of Intrasil, which is their name for Inkamel. That was where we left off last week. Did I miss anything? You guys, I mean, that you were here. You want to catch Elwyn and Killjack up on anything?
Didn't you guys, like, fuck up Kildrak somehow?
Did we? What did we do?
Remember him being pushed in a room, going blind, and
That was like
That's
5 episodes
No,
ago.
no, this was
and we-
different.
no,
This was different.
this was last episode. They blinded your character again. I wasn't there, but I remember it.
All right, who wants to tell Kojak what happened?
Kildrak, you got to roll on the madness table because
Oh,
Feldorn
the
and
madness table. Yeah.
Feldorn and Deimos threw you in on the old wizard and Haslin having sex with the old lady.
Oh, we did.
Well, the young whore.
Yeah.
I think you had to
Wait.
roll on the madness table. I thought
Wait, that was like 15 episodes ago. I remember that happening.
it happened
Nope,
again.
that happened last week. It
Happened again.
happened again.
You guys went back.
Why don't we just use a different teleportation circle?
No, you guys went to Westfane. Now, you were actually going to go see
Right.
him. You were actually trying to go visit him. And Feldorn asked what he was up to. And I said, roll a D100, or a D20, and he rolled a natural 1. So you guys walked into him and got a full frontal view of Old Man Ass as he was plowing
What
the
dice
the
is
winch. It's a D100. Roll a D100.
Right click the D10 and go to
that? I got it.
percentile.
I got it.
15.
I think you're blind.
Oh, jeez. Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna smack myself with Wester Restoration. That'll do anything.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and cast the spell. This was
Okay.
a while ago, so there may be remnant effects, but you guys have been traveling for 2 weeks since then. For a while, Kildrak, your character, you're haunted by the vivid image that you saw, and because you walked into the room and Feldorn tried to cast darkness to blind himself, to keep himself from seeing what was happening, but he forgot that he had dark sight, so he could see everything. And then they closed the door, and you were stuck inside Kildrak until the deed was done.
Okay,
So that's
I
why
was
you
stuck
went mad.
inside, that's why.
And Feldorn had to roll
Well,
on
I
this
would've.
table also.
I have the darkness. I would have done that as well if I was here. But
Well, you weren't. So anyway, so that was a couple weeks ago. You guys have gone on. Kildrak, you had nightmares for a few nights in a row, and you had trouble just like thinking straight. Just like it's like what has been seen cannot be unseen kind of situation. But you've mostly coped with it. You shudder every once in a while now, but you're mostly okay.
okay.
All right. So you guys are talking to Tyranno. And he begins to tell you the story of Intrasil. He says, "Come, let us go for a walk. As I tell you of this story." He gets up on his. He's very small, about the size of a halfling, but you can tell he's not a halfling. He's just a very ancient form of human, you think, or elf, or something like that. But a humanoid creature, very, very primitive, very old. As I was telling everyone last week, the lycanthrope lore is that he was one of the first lycans from millennia past, and he has basically lived this long because this particular beast that he has joined his life force with is long lived, and also tends to hibernate. He'll hibernate for 1,000 years at a time, and awaken for a little while, then hibernate again. So that's why he's so old. So he's small. He kind of stands up. His skin is dry and crackly, very leathery. His joints seem stiff, and he kind of like hobbles outside of the cave and down the gentle slope that leads up to his dwelling place. Yeah, it was like 13 total. That's what I remember it being. No. 8 total. 8 total. That was a 5. That was
Okay.
5. That was 5 plus
Okay.
3. Yeah, 8 total. Um, as you guys continue to follow behind this old man, he's walking fairly slowly. He tells you about Inkamel. Inkamel was a human male, a male human that had approached the Synod years ago. He was a wanderer with no allegiance. He just simply wanted to belong. He tried to acquire the curse of lycanthropy and followed and served for a number of years until one of the clan lords agreed to change him. But the change was unsuccessful. His body was racked with pain, and he became deformed because of his attempt. But he did not give up. He tried and tried again. And over multiple successive attempts, his body became more and more broken as unsuccessful attempt following successful attempt to be changed into a lycanthrope occurred. And finally, he tells you about this tale, and it's similar to what the other Lycans had told you a while ago. You guys are walking down a path, and he leads you to this marsh-like type of land, and you guys start walking between some of the mounds of fresh soil, but you're walking about maybe an inch or a half an inch of just like muddy loam type material. There's a lot of algae, there's a lot of primitive plant life all around. The smell is kind of musky, and he keeps leading you guys on. He says, Intrasil did not give up, but he became bitter and angry because of it. Years later, twisted by pain and rejection from the clan, he took a different approach. He began to search. And this whole time he's talking in primordial, remember? So Deimos, you're really the only one who understands. But we'll say for the sake of story that you are translating it for everybody else.
Very badly.
Yeah, very badly.
Mm-hmm. Very poorly.
Intrasil began to search for another way to achieve his goal. He began to visit the libraries. He began to visit the old tribes and talk to their storytellers. He spent years searching the histories and tracking down the location of a power of untold magnitude. That much you know. The Synod would have told you as much, of course. Of course, there is much, much more to the story. The old man kind of stops in the middle of this marsh, and he turns to you, and he says, "But I wonder, are you worthy to hold this knowledge? Are you capable of knowing the entire truth of Intrasil?"
As I'm translating, I asked everyone else. I think we're all pretty good and worthy-ish, right?
Most of us, anyway.
And with the most convincing smile I have, I shake my head up and down.
Tell me, what do you plan to do with the knowledge if I were to bestow it upon you?
Well, first off, if something can get saved, you gotta go save it. If it can't get saved, you gotta kind of get rid of it. Or at least lock it up till it learns its lesson. And fight things.
Do you plan to try to redeem Intrasil?
Oh, definitely if he can get redeemed, I'm A-okay with it. He seems like a pretty tough mother sucker.
And what if he is too far gone? What if there is no hope
Well,
for him?
There literally is zero hope. I mean, I'm making sure you guys are also okay with this as we're going along with this. Deimos proposes if there is zero hope that we
Turn
try
it
to
off.
get rid of his lycanthropy or stop him or defeat him in glorious, glorious combat and never give up on beating him until he is good.
I see. I have heard tale that Intrasil, having acquired his power, has changed, has allied himself with forces of dark and distressing nature. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, he's like some was he, what, a demigod or something like that?
You were some demon lords.
Demon god. He's bad. He's got some bad friends. Parents would not approve.
I see. Well then, perhaps you are worthy of knowing the truth. Or perhaps not. There is one way to tell for sure. You see, Intrasil found that power. He acquired it. And it is no small feat to be trying to find him. He says, I am going to test you. To test you to see if you are capable of standing against the full power of lycanthropy.
I say, well, can we at least stretch first?
He says, as he says that, he says, behold, the form of the Ancient One. And he kind of leans over and hunches, and his body starts to shift and bulge and change. I don't know if you ever saw the anime Full Metal Alchemist. But,
Yeah.
you know, like when the homunculi just kind of change, like how the body just kind of bubbles outward, that kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm envisioning.
Yeah.
But he begins to shift and change, and his body takes a very reptilian, lizard-like stature as he morphs into the hybrid form of his bestial creature. And you guys see him lean forward and tower over you as these massive jaws, filled with sharp, jagged teeth, open up into a hideous primal roar.
Gosh damn. It's a gosh damn Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That it is.
I will tame it and make it my mount.
A Tarascosaurus Rex?
A Tarascus. Oh, no. We ain't ready for that shit. I don't want to ever see what Midas does for the Tarrasque.
Okay. So,
How long does it take him to turn into this?
10 seconds.
Would I be able to, like, while he's powering up, for me to power up and try to go Super Deimos mode?
Sure.
Hang on, Deimos can go Super Saiyan?
Yeah, Deimos can go Super Saiyan.
What are you doing? You're casting haste on yourself?
Yeah, the haste with strength.
Okay. Alright. So, this, the Ancient One lurches forward, and he shifts into this massive hulking form of a hybrid Tyrannosaurus. It's basically a T-Rex lycanthrope standing in front of you. Again, this is his hybrid form, so he's got man-like features. He kind of leans forward, and his voice booms across the plain. He says, "Stand forth, heroes! Let us see your strength." Okay. Everybody, roll initiative.
Super Deimos.
Fuck yes.
Oh, dang. Kill Drake.
I like
Just
that
as
you
fast as
guys
Super
roll
Deimos.
nat 20s and I'm still faster than you.
Don't worry about it.
Well, he rolled a nat
This is good
5,
for us.
So, Euphemia, are you
Tyranno. I
right.
love that name.
Are you bringing light with you?
I would if I could, but if
Okay.
he didn't want to.
He's on. Yeah, he's interested in what's going on here, so he'll roll his own initiative. He rolls a 2. All right, and actually he rolled a 3, so you guys are paired up pretty well. Okay. At the top, as he shifts into this form, he lets out this bestial roar across the marshland, and Feldorn, you get to react first.
Feldorn looks at the thing and goes, "Oh fucking shit!" And he uses his he uses his Hexblade's curse on him, and will cast. He says, "Fuck it, bitch!" Touches his earring
Okay.
and uses it to cast a whole monster.
On him.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll his save. Okay. As you cast Hold Monster on him, you see his form begin to shake and shudder. He's pretty tall. He's a good T-Rex, probably 20 feet tall.
Yeah, I think there were
Maybe 30. Maybe
20. Yeah, I think they were 23.
something like that. Yeah.
This is coming from a 10-year-old version of me reading a dinosaur book.
Yeah, I recall a similar number. So he's 20, 25 feet tall, something like that. And as your spell reaches out to him, it wraps him up, and you see him begin to shake and...
40 feet.
Really?
Oh, 40 feet long, 23 feet tall. Sorry.
Okay, alright. 25 feet tall. So he's probably larger than this. 1 second here. That's how big T-Rexes were. 1 second. There. Okay. He basically uses... You see him pause for a second and then lift up and tilt his head back in a bestial roar, Jurassic Park style, and you feel your spell shatter as he burns a legendary resistance.
And then Feldor will move behind Deimos and go get him, Deimos, get him.
All right, Deimos, you're up.
All right, Feldorn, as you go behind Deimos, you see Deimos just start twitching, and he slaps you in the face and says, "Never run away from battle," as he's got totally cool golden electric, whatever the fuck it is here, and he's gonna slap you with, what's it called? Stone skin. So I will burn that stone skin because I want him to not die in close combat. I'll put that thing on him after my turn, and then I'll run up there, and knowing I'm super fast, I dart over here, and then I dart over here, and I jump in the air, and I smack him in the face twice, because apparently I can do that when I'm hasted.
Okay. Wait, you cast Stone Skin, that's one action, right?
Oh, sorry, I meant with my, is that the action you get from haste, right?
Yeah, so you get
yeah.
one hit then, one attack, right?
Yeah, one attack, sorry about that.
Okay.
I meant, so I get one attack too.
Alright, you hit.
Technically, your attack would be your hasted action because you can't cast spells with a hasted action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
Other way around, sorry about that.
Okay.
And then oh, sorry, what?
Go on. What do you say? Finish?
Oh, and on the way down from my super cool high jump, I'm gonna grab one of his tinier size T-Rex arms.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, his arms turn to snakes.
Oh shit!
You're trying to grapple him?
I'm assuming you're not gonna let me grapple him because he's this large, but pretty
he's
much
much
I'm
larger
gonna
than you.
grab onto that arm.
Okay. All
And
right.
I will attempt to do things to eventually grapple him.
Okay, so you're successfully able to grab onto his little basically appendage there as you slam your fist into him. You do feel that as you make an impact, his scaly hide his thick leathery hide is very, very durable. As you impact, you can feel that not all of your damage goes through. Basically, he resists the first 10 points of every damage that he takes.
Oh, that's sweet.
Okay. Killjack, your turn. And Elwyn, you're on deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna let my goat act independently.
Okay. We have a goat here.
I assume he's trained to charge at the giant.
You
I thought he
assume.
ate the goat.
You like to assume.
But yeah, I do
Didn't
like
he
to
eat the
assume a
goat?
lot of things. But yeah, the GM said I could buy another one.
Yeah, he would have had time to buy a goat.
Did I mention my dragon ate his goat like yesterday?
Along
Was
the
I
trip.
hungry?
Do I have a goat?
Yeah, you put in the NPC's war goat.
Yeah, I do have a goat. Okay.
I think it's a picture.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Yes,
goat
it does.
picture.
Please. Use something from Hobbit, please.
Oh hell no, you're getting the one with AK-47s tied to its waist.
Oh, I'll
Actually,
take
that made me laugh way too much.
That was pretty sweet.
Um,
I want the goat from Goat Simulator.
But there I actually have a goat. Okay. Alright.
It's like a pig.
I guess.
The sheep.
Alright. So you're riding a goat? Goats are male sheep.
I'm riding the war goat.
Okay. Alright, so you're letting go of the reins, and what else are you doing?
I'm going to. Oh, yes. Channel Divinity, I'm going to Vow of Enmity on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a Paladin spell to cast. I just gotta remember what it is. Yes, I'm going to be casting. Nothing. No, I'll cast. I'm not. Yeah, no, No, because can my goat move first to get up to him? That's
On his
what I
turn,
was
he can
thinking.
move.
Well, he has the same initiative as me, so.
No, not when
Like-
you let go of the reins. He has his own initiative.
Oh.
For mounted combat,
shit.
yeah.
Okay. I will cast a wizard spell then.
Okay.
I think it's going to be Scorching Ray. Yeah, that's what I'm going to cast.
Okay.
Yeah. At 7th level.
Okay.
No.
ahead.
Yeah, we'll do 7th.
Alright, go ahead and target him and roll it. Elwyn, you can go ahead and, as he's doing that, go ahead and take your turn. What are you doing, Elwyn?
Okay. I'm gonna haste Euphemia and
Killdrag?
Kildrak.
Okay.
So that's for twinning it, and then I'm gonna quicken a firebolt.
Alright, target and roll it. Killdrag, did you roll your damage?
I'm counting how many rays I have.
Okay, is this actually working here? Hit damage.
Cool, critical.
27 to Tyranno. Damn it, it's not working.
Oh shoot! You want to get that minus 10 to damage thing?
Yeah.
I
I put resist
think-
10 in there. It's supposed to be that, right?
Shit. I think there's the feat that's in this.
Try
What's it
try
called?
just typing in resist DMG 10.
Yeah. Let me see what it is. I think it's under. Fuck.
I put resist 10 and it's not doing it, so maybe damage 10.
I think it's DMG. Yeah.
Okay, we'll try that then. Let's see. When you did
27, so 17.
okay, and then Killdrag, you hit and crit, and you did
Yeah.
Your crit did 10 hit. Okay, go ahead.
So I have 8 rays coming out.
Okay.
Is that working on him?
It does not look like it is.
Here, while this is going on, I'll go try to find something.
I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it.
You might have to put capital DMG.
Capital D.
Yeah.
It is capital, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's all 8 rays.
Crit hit 11. Okay.
I mean, I technically could just make him take half damage on every attack and just put resist all.
I'll
Oh
say
no,
that.
you gotta put resist 10 and then all.
Resist 10
Yep.
all.
That's yeah.
Okay, let's try that. Alright. So you guys blast him, and as this magical energy is hitting him, most of your scorching rays, Killdrag, are kind of small. You see him just like bouncing and ricocheting off his sides. A couple of the crits get through and manage to take, and you see him shudder because of it. Kind of like your scorching ray, Elwyn. But for the most part, you just see him there standing unscathed. By the way, did my voice modifier work when I used it just now?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Si, senor.
Yeah.
Good. Alright, at that point... Alright, I'm gonna make this war goat roll a... See, here's a war goat. Let's
Trained
make...
for battle, so.
It is trained for battle. Okay, let's make him do a wisdom save to see...
I would have
yeah,
moved
alright,
too. Can I move?
yeah, go ahead. The war goat will go in. Alright. He'll charge in with you on his back, Killdrack. And he's gonna try to... I guess he'll try to attack it. And miss. Okay. At this point... Nina kind of... You see her dash in behind you, Deimos. And she runs up to near where you are. And she cuts in underneath, and she slashes out twice at this Rex. Hits. Oh, there it worked.
Okay, sweet.
Cool. And attacks again. And hits. And that's her sneak attack damage. Alright. On his turn...
You're a rogue?
She is a rogue. She's a level 17 rogue.
I tell her to disengage and run.
Being an assassin?
She just has sneak attack. She doesn't have many of the other traits. She's a cat.
Oh no.
Okay, on his turn, this Tyranno, he just kind of like, you see him take a half step, and he tilts his head back and lets out another bestial roar. It shakes the whole plane. In fact, it does more than shakes the plane. You can feel the concussive wave of this roar just radiate out from him, and this huge like cacophony just blasting out. Every creature within the radius of his attack. Killdrack, Nina, Wargoat, Deimos, Light, Euphemia, Felderon, Elwyn, and who am I missing? Killdrack. Yeah. Alright. You guys all make a Constitution saving throw as he uses his primal roar. And
I would like to use a lucky point.
okay, go ahead. You still fail.
Okay.
Anyone else re-rolling or do anything to modify their save?
Did I? We all failed though,
Yes.
didn't we?
No.
Deimos saved.
Deimos saved. Actually, just Deimos saved.
What kind of?
I can't hear
Yeah,
his yelling over my own yelling.
It's this huge. He's just shouting. He's roaring. It's quite loud. It's not magic. It's just a huge, very very loud roar.
Oh, what's it gonna do?
It's gonna hurt you. Okay. Oh, your goat died. Your goat's eardrums shatter, and blood comes flying out of his ears and his nose and eyes as he collapses down to the ground.
How many hit
Get-
points does that damn goat have?
He had 28 hit points.
We need to get stronger
Okay,
mounts.
that's acceptable. That's acceptable.
Okay.
There goes the haste spell.
Hey,
On-
Euphemia can't act.
Killdrack and Euphemia.
No, you gotta haste Deimos so we can get even faster. I'm joking.
And you guys who failed to save, which is everybody, are confused until you make the save on your turn, which you can do at the end of your turn.
What does confused mean?
Confusion.
Roll on the table.
You roll on the table.
Sometimes we can go. Sometimes we attack each other. Sometimes we don't do anything.
Okay. Basically, it's like it's deafened you. It's like rattled your brains completely. You guys are staggered completely by the cacophony. This massive bellowing roar that he just let out. Euphemia, as that happens, as this wave of sound washes over you, what do you do?
What do you mean?
It's your turn.
She
Oh.
she lost haste. She can't
Oh.
do shit.
Why can't I do shit?
Because if haste ends early, you are exhausted for one
Oh,
turn.
by lethargy. This is true. I keep forgetting to do that.
Elwin? Fuck you. You asshole.
You still
Well,
still
why
make your
didn't you
save
use
on
lucky on your
confusion.
Constitution save? Your concentration.
Because I don't have lucky.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
Can I
Alright.
use more than once in a turn?
You can use it till you run out of luck points.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I thought I could only use it like a reaction kind of deal. Nope.
But you do get your save for your confusion, your female.
Does she have 3 lucky points?
You can only
You
use it
can
once.
only use it
Once
one
per
per
roll. Per roll.
Oh,
Euphemia, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Why?
To see if
'Cause
you're not confused anymore.
Okay. Constitution saving, is it?
Yes. You are still confused.
Let's do, yay!
Alright, Light is also confused. Light is going to roll.
What about the... Oh, never mind.
At the beginning of Light's turn, he's going to roll. Do nothing, but he's going to make his save. He fails. Alright, Feldorn, you're up.
What is the save?
For this
How
one
much
is
do we have
it's
to
a
roll to save?
19. 19 Constitution save.
So I have to get a 17, 18, or 19 to win.
You move in a 4, so random direction. Just roll a 12 instead. A D12, Feldorn. Okay, you run off to 10 o'clock. So, that away.
I'm gonna go ahead and just skip my turn while I draw a line to find out how far I run.
Okay, and you can make your save. Deimos, you're up.
Okay, Deimos is wondering why everyone's running around because he's I guess he was just yelling just as loud as him, so he didn't hear the yell.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
am going to, as my normal action, I will go up to his face, like his jaw area, like lower jaw, and I'm gonna punch it first.
Okay. You hit him. Okay.
And then only because I'm in the haste thing, I'm gonna. Oh fuck! I did it backwards. Whatever. I'm just gonna punch him again.
All right.
Sorry, I messed that up.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could declare it out of order. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So your
And
your
then,
special actions there. Bonus.
And so I smack him in the jaw twice, and then I start to try to pull his arms together.
You can try to grab his other arm. That's pretty far to reach.
Yeah.
Um.
Is there anything within reaching? Okay, I start trying to bend his arm in, so we can't use that arm.
Okay. You find very little resistance because he doesn't use that arm anyway.
Deimos does not know Dinosaurs.
Yeah, you're like twisting it behind his back or something like that. And
He feels great about it.
Yeah, you feel great about it, but he's like, it's like almost a vestigial arm. He doesn't do anything with it. Killjack, you're up. Roll a d10.
Roll a d10.
Yeah. Where'd my chart go?
You take no actions and you don't move.
That's right. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. You fail. Elwin, you're up. Your goat's dead.
I know. I'll keep trying though. Every single chance I get, I'm buying a new one.
Okay. Go ahead and save. Wow, you are good. You are no longer confused.
Yes.
Right, Anina's
Sweet.
turn. She does not make a move or anything like that, but she is going to save. And fails. Alright. At this point, with you hanging off him, Deimos, he's gonna take a step forward. Just like walking off in this direction, pushing his way. Right, he doesn't even have to push his way. He just like Nina kind of just falls away as he rushes past, as he moves past. He's gonna move over here and he's gonna swing his tail around and swipe at you, Kildrak. This huge, like it's like a pillar, you know, like, or a log, just hauling around.
It's gonna do 4d12 damage too, like
smashing into you.
4d12. You don't know Midas.
Wait, 4d12? What's that? That's like
That's
Well,
a goblin.
that's
14
quickly.
damage?
That's
What the hell are
quickly.
you talking about? 4d12.
That's Quigley. You said Quigley had a pillar as well.
Oh yeah, this thing's huge, and this is the ancient one. He's gonna chomp down on you, Deimos. You had a turn, so he has disadvantage because you're hanging on his arm.
Yeah, it's roll normal. That'd make no
I'm gonna
sense.
say, does it make no sense?
No, it
for
would
him?
make sense because it's how does he going to move his head to eat his own arm?
That is,
I
that
don't
is
think
true.
a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
All right,
At least
all
have a
right, all right,
-2
all right,
instead of
here we go.
disadvantage.
With disadvantage, here we go. Oh, you're getting hit.
Oh, wait. Deimos knows how to do math. Deimos is gonna -10 that one. And
Okay.
he says, not today.
All right. Well, unfortunately, he does get a third attack. So here it
Oh,
comes.
shit.
Oh, misses. All right, you're good. Euphemia. Go ahead and roll confusion.
How do I do that?
Just roll a d10.
Roll a d10.
Can you roll it for me? Because I don't have a D10.
Here's your roll. Ooh. Roll a Constitution save. You're just kind of like, yeah, you're just kind of like clutching on your ears and kind of like stumbling around.
Oh, okay.
Right. There's a decay.
I'm never gonna make that.
This ability does roll off, but if you can make the save to end it earlier, but
How long does it take? Like a minute?
no, 3 turns, 3 rounds.
Oh, that's
Light is going to make his confusion roll here. Everyone's rolling 6s on this thing. The dice must hate you.
It's
guess
better
it's-
than them attacking each other,
That's right.
which is a possibility.
Alright,
Wanders around.
Feldorn, you're just running off in different directions. 8 o'clock.
Run, Feldorn.
Alright, you're
run.
like,
It's the end of the map.
yeah, you're just, we'll just move you down here somewhere. Okay, go ahead and make your save. Deimos, you're up.
We're gonna call you Feldorn Gump.
Alright, Deimos this time, only because he is in Super Saiyan mode. He is going to, one of the jewels on his fist bursts.
Okay.
As he spends 1,000 gold pieces that he saved up on that gem.
Okay.
And he's going to punch this guy, and he's going to channel his own divine power to try to make this guy hopeless in fear.
Okay.
Oh shit. Alright, I actually put the effect, not the roll. Oh, sorry. Can you take that effect off? That's my bad.
Okay, so wait a second. You put it on him?
Yeah, I did. I actually dragged the effect instead of the save roll by
Alright,
accident.
so he makes the save.
And seeing that Deimos is not yet a divine god, with his regular action after he burnt that spell, he's gonna smack him in his face.
Okay. Alright, what was
And
the
then he's gonna
you're trying to fear him?
It's pretty much it makes them have. I mean, I'm sure you would do it whatever way you want to do, but I think I can link it to you after it.
Yeah, the symbol spell. I don't remember what that specific ability the symbol does. Alright,
Yeah,
Killdrag. Alright, yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry. And then I start climbing up his back. Actually, I let go of that arm and start climbing up his back.
Okay. Alright, yeah, you start scampering up his back. Oh, okay. Oh, bummer.
D10.
Bummer he made the save.
Oh no, I'm sure you would have made it not that powerful. That's a little bit OP
Well, it's
for
close,
stuff
but
like
he
this.
has legendary resistances still. Alright,
Yeah.
Killdrag, you're feeling all busted up. You're You're kind of bleeding out of your ears a little bit, and you've got like a couple broken ribs.
What do I do for confusion?
You don't move. Go ahead and make your save. Ooh,
Yes.
so close yet so far. You don't make it. Elwin,
Oh crap.
that's 19.
I'm gonna
I thought I
fly
had a
over
better
here in
save.
this direction. Gain a little bit of altitude.
Okay, so you're up in the air. How high up?
20 feet, so I moved like 10 to the left and then 20 up.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna grab my staff of the Magi and shoot a lightning bolt in this direction, so I only get him and not the rest of the guys.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
wow.
He rolled a natural 20. He still failed. He'll use his save for it. His legendary resistance. So it'll be half damage. Okay.
So he literally only would have taken 10 damage.
Yeah, he only takes 10.
Oh, gross.
Alright. Anything else?
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I'm gonna quicken and cantrip.
Alright.
Let me just roll this and then I'll
That
do
hits.
the. My firebolt did
Firebolt
more
did
damage.
But you burned his second legendary. Alright. Nina is going to roll. Oh, she runs off in a random direction. Basically under the... She scampers off that way. Okay. Oh. Shit. My fantasy grounds just crashed.
Did I just crash?
Did yours crash?
Yeah.
It just says host connection lost.
That's weird.
Yeah. When I had my test server up yesterday, I did that randomly. But after that, it was fine. I don't know what.
Well, you gotta take a minute or two to reconnect in. While this is going, he'll be talking to you guys. Every time you hit him, or every time you strike him, or as you guys are confused and running away, you hear him say, "Focus! Harder!" He says, "Intrasil will not be so easily struck." Or, "If you are confused by my power, you have no chance against Intrasil." That's kind of what he's saying to you guys as this is happening. Okay, let's see if that map got... Okay, the map is still good. Alright, you guys can jump back in. Okay. So, you hear him say this. You hear him say, "If you cannot defeat me, you have no hope against Intrasil." And he's gonna lumber forward in this direction. And he's gonna do a tail swing at light. After Euphemia gets connected in.
When he roared, did he psychic damage us?
Yes.
Or what type of damage was
It
it?
was psychic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to Deimos?
Deimos went Super Saiyan.
I mean, where's his token today?
It's there.
Oh, it hasn't loaded on my screen.
Yeah, it hasn't loaded
Yeah,
yet.
my stuff's loading.
Okay, yeah, give it a second. But he's gonna do a tail attack against Light. Oh.
Shit.
Light is heavily wounded. Or, no, he got busted pretty hard. Deimos, you're on his back, so you follow along. This is kind of where everyone is. Nina ran off in that direction. Euphemia, he's gonna bite you.
I'm still not in.
Okay, it says
You know what?
Well, you're
Actually, I
talking
think
to-
made this crash.
What?
What?
What I think made this game crash, I think that Super Deimos picture, I
Yeah.
clicked on that like 20 minutes ago, like when this battle first started, and then it just changed.
Yeah,
So
I'll
I
bet-
will not change pictures anymore.
I think the picture is you need a very small image file for your profile picture. I had someone try
Yeah.
to load like a 3 megabyte picture once and it crashed the game before also.
So yeah, I just won't change that. Sorry about that, because that happened like 20 minutes ago and it just changed, and that's probably what it was.
Okay. Yeah, these image files that I have up here for you, I made those specifically for your profiles. They're like 30 kilobytes.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
That's cool.
It's totally my fault.
If you email me the picture, I can cut it down in size for you.
Okay, I can do that.
Alright. Euphemia, he's biting. He did a bite attack against you. He rolled a 19. And right now it says that it hits.
That's my armor class, so as a reaction, I can parry it.
Okay.
Now give me 20 armor.
Alright. He's gonna try to bite you one more time. This second one will go through.
Yeah.
Alright. His teeth come down and he's...
I still have that Super Deimos picture, by the way.
Yeah, that's what Deimos is talking about. This time as he lands a bite, his heavy jaws clamp down on you, and they hold you in place. You're grappled and restrained. Oops. Oh shit, I was targeting Light with that. 1 second. So you are grappled and restrained, Euphemia.
My screen is totally fucked up still.
Give it a second to come back in.
No, I have to rearrange everything. As in fucked up, not as in not loading.
Oh, the
It's
72
alright.
the 72 damage actually knocked you unconscious.
Me?
Yes,
Why?
when he bit you.
That was like the first damage I took?
There's
Yeah,
a scream.
The scream.
The
too.
roar.
The roar also. Alright, Light is on his turn. Light
You did
is...
it twice to her.
Did I? No,
Yeah.
I healed her.
What?
No, you
healed
Light.
Light. You did it twice to her.
Okay.
Well, how much damage did the roar do? Because I have
The roar-
140.
The roar did
Oh,
46, and then
No,
you took
the-
72.
That's
Okay, so
116.
there's no way I
Alright.
would have died.
Yeah, you're not dead. Alright, Euphemia, your turn. So you're grappled and restrained by the sky right
Am
now.
I still confused?
Yes.
So can you roll my confusion? Please. That means... What is a 9?
My table closed. 1 second here. You can act normally.
Still grappled and restrained.
Can I cast spells when I'm grappled and restrained?
Yes.
Is there anything I can't do? Let's put it that way.
You have disadvantage. You can't move. You can't run away, basically. And you have disadvantage on attacks.
And I don't have haste anymore, right?
You still would have haste, right?
No, I lost concentration.
Okay.
Oh. So I could heal, or I could get out of this. One of the two. I can dimension door and get away, can't I?
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll dimension door and I'll poof.
Where are you going?
How far do you fall before hitting the ground?
You're not you're not too far off the ground to take damage.
Well, I was thinking of actually going like 500 feet into the midair and
Oh,
falling for
10
a couple
feet.
of
You
turns.
get 1d6 damage every 10 feet.
No, I mean, how long before I hit the ground? In turn.
If you go
You
500
fall-
feet straight up in the air,
You fall 60 feet every
Yeah.
turn.
60 feet every turn.
Oh, so I could be like in the air like forever. Fuck that.
Yeah, for multiple turns, sure.
So, oh, I don't want to do that though. Yeah, I'll go like 200 feet above everyone
Okay.
and up here.
Straight up from
With
where you are?
that. Yeah.
Alright. Okay. You zap
Or
him.
actually, before that, can I do my, what do you call it? Sorry.
Your inspiration.
Yeah, my group inspiration.
Okay. So you're
I think
inspiring
Fancy
everybody.
Grounds is running really slowly for something.
Okay, everybody has bardic inspiration.
And then I'll,
Is it a D10 or a D12 now?
well, yeah.
Yeah, it's 1d12.
And then I'll do Dimension Door.
Okay. So you zap
And I'll
up.
be, I'm 200 feet in the air.
Yeah, 200 feet up. Okay. Go ahead and roll your Constitution save.
Ron, I'll tell, Light to come pick me up. If you can.
Okay.
So, what was this? Constitution save?
Yeah, just
What?
for your confusion.
What do you mean? Oh. What's that? Oh, Constitution. Isn't it off though next turn?
Yes, it will be off next turn anyway.
So, what's the point?
It's up to you. So he light fails. He's gonna make his save also.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, he makes it. All right, Feldorn, you're up. All right.
At least you stop walking around.
Okay. Deimos, your turn. You're still on
All
its
right,
back.
as Deimos's bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. If my lasso, well, the chain at least, and I'm gonna try to as I'm climbing up his back, like on top of his head, I'm gonna try to wrap it under his jaw as I start pulling up. And with my not hasted action, I am going to pull out this what's it called, a immovable rod, and I'm gonna activate it on his head. So I just clunk it down on there, and then as my actual action, I'm gonna start trying to pull up on this dino jaw to try to start making so he can't use his jaw as well.
Okay, wait. So where did you put the immovable rod?
Straight on top of his head.
All right.
Like pretty much, I climbed on top of his head with my movement and all that climbing. I make
No,
a
all
little
he has to
lasso.
do is bend down and he can, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Still,
It's
it's a pretty heavy
immovable.
thing that
It
smacks him on the
doesn't
head.
move.
All right.
Yeah, but he can duck under it. It's. Unless you put it.
One
like,
second.
in-
Nope, this makes sense to Deimos.
All right. So it's on his head. The rod is on his head. Your spiritual
Okay.
weapon is out. The spiritual weapon can attack.
Would I be able to just use that spiritual weapon? I'm using it more of a chain.
Okay,
Just
you're
to
trying
try,
to-
like yanking this guy's head up.
All right. You're trying to play it around his upper jaw like a bridle or something like that.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay. All right. So
and then, yeah, with like the rest of my other action and the rest of my movement, I start trying to pull it up. Start trying to pull his head up as I start yanking it.
Okay. Okay. So with your athletics check. All right. Good.
So 0 damage at all this turn, but just trying to start to restrain this guy.
Gotcha.
So wait, you're using the immovable object that can't move in space and time. Used as a bridle, so even Deimos can't move it.
Deimos doesn't know how this works, but yeah, he's pulling it against
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So it's like it's acting as
As long
a
as
space
you
and
add
time
the-
So
thing that
think of
You
it,
don't
the
understand how
rod's
it
above
works.
his head, the chain's pulling on the upper jaw, Deimos is pushing on the lower jaw, he's trying to basically force the T-Rex's head against the rod.
It sounds more
Yeah.
like that he's trying to ride the T-Rex,
That's, I mean, his end goal.
which the immovable rod is something that you click and it'll hang in midair and it'll never be able to move.
That's
No,
what
the
he's doing.
chain is, not the rod. Chain, his spiritual weapon.
But isn't the chains hooked to the rod?
Right now, I'm trying
No.
to. No, I'm chaining his jaw and trying to push it against the immovable rod as I'm trying to walk down because I know it's the only thing that can wedge his head.
Okay. Well, I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna work.
Oh, it
but
probably
we'll
won't
go
work
with
very
it.
well.
All right, Killjack, you're up.
I'm trying to figure out.
Confusion.
D10.
Crap.
Deimos would draw a
Roll a
picture
D12.
for you if we could on this.
You can go to the party tracker, and there's a little drawing thing.
1 o'clock. You rush off in this direction.
50 feet.
Okay. Go ahead and make
I
your
think
save.
I'm one more.
All right, Elwyn, your turn.
All right.
It's gonna end next turn. I'm on the same boat as Euphemia.
I'm gonna fly up in the air, 30 feet. Try to get under Euphemia just in case light doesn't catch her.
Okay.
And I will cast another lightning bolt down.
Straight down. Okay. You gonna hit Deimos?
Oh, he's on top of it, huh?
Yeah.
Then that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do forceful crush. And I was thinking about it. It's like super powerful.
You hit Deimos?
Don't kill Deimos.
Fine, I will do.
It's like dropping an anvil on top of him. I mean, Deimos
Yeah,
is
yeah.
right there. I'm just saying. I mean,
Deimos
you
isn't planning
you
on
could put
being
it
there
on his
next
back
turn,
or
if that
something.
helps.
The Deimos is on its head, and T-Rexes are kind of long, so you could try to hit him in the back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll hit him somewhere. I was thinking instead of like the incapacitate be like until they make their saving throw, they can just be for one turn and that's it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's way too overpowered.
Yeah, it'll probably be something like that.
There it goes.
Okay.
You're gonna
Yeah,
use-
he'll burn his last legendary action resistance.
I'll do half damage.
Okay. This huge, like, arcane image of an anvil. This is like Green Lantern style. Comes hurtling down out of the ceiling, out of the sky, and slams him in the back. The T-Rex just pivots, and it bounces off his side, but it does. You hear a sickening crack as it smashes into him. All right. You're firebolting him.
Yeah, I
Okay.
use 2 sorcery points.
Alright, Nina's last turn. She's going to act normally. She's going to dash in with her movement and her bonus action. And she's going to jump up and attack this thing as much as she can. Hit. Sneak attack. Second attack coming in here. Hits. Alright, so... as she comes in, she claws, and she's using the Shadow Fist gauntlets that you gave her. So actually, she can be standing back here as she does it. As she goes out, you see her slash, and with her talons, there's a shadowy double image that stretches out about 5 or 7 feet ahead of her, and that's where you see raking across the T-Rex's side, and it leaves a gash in its open in its skin, a purplish gash. As she goes completely feral on it. Okay. On his turn, he's gonna say, yes, yes, more, show me your strength. He's going to. He's trying to talk with Deimos' chain in his mouth, but it's just, he's still able to do some stuff. He's gonna use one of his things to try to shake you, Deimos. No, he's not able to shake you. He's gonna swing his tail around as he pivots and smash it into Nina. That's gonna hit. Will damage her. Alright. And one more time, he's going to try to shake you off, Deimos. Alright, roll me athletics. Okay, you're good. Euphemia, you fall 60 feet. So you are 140 feet above him now. And you can act normally.
140 feet?
Yep.
If I... Can I fall more? And then do my turn? Or my action?
You can hold an action until you get closer, yeah.
So it's not like part of my movement.
Well, no, it only happens... You're not going to fall anymore between now and your next turn. And you can't take a second action. Basically, if you're waiting until you get closer, it's not going to work. Yeah, because it's going to take multiple turns for you to get closer.
Absolutely.
Okay, while you're thinking about
Oh,
it...
wait. Well, I was gonna say... can't do that, can he? Even if light comes to get me. So, yeah, I guess I'll just... I'm gonna hold my action for light to come and get me. And to cast heal when I'm in range of everyone.
Okay. Alright. So, on his turn, Light is also free. He's going to fly 80 feet up into the air. So, he's 60 feet away from you now. He's going to use his dash action to go another 60 feet up, basically grab you, and fly 20 feet back down. So, you're now 120 feet away. And you're riding on Light's back.
That's not close enough.
That's as much as you can do. Because his flight speed is 80 feet. Okay.
Well, actually, can I cast like, my Cure Wounds, then?
On who?
Or Mass Cure Wounds, I think. Oh, no, that's 60.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could heal yourself while you're waiting.
Actually, I will... I'll heal Light.
Okay. Go ahead and
So,
do that.
like, level 4. Whoops! I didn't put that on Light.
Level 4 should be more D3 than that, or D8 than that.
That was a
Oh,
level
then it was
3.
a level 3. Fine.
No, no, yeah, that should be level 2.
Okay. Feldorn, you're up.
I was thinking Massacre Wounds.
Feldorn kind of taking a deep sigh, goes, finally.
Yep, you're finally free.
At least you can run.
He runs up to there, he's like, not close enough. And remembers that the thing's hexed. All of a sudden you see him take another step and poof, he disappears and reappears right next to the damn T-Rex.
Okay.
In case you're wondering, it is called... I think it's Relentless Hex.
Yep. Bonus action, you can teleport to within 5 feet of your target.
And then I cut into that bastard.
Alright. Target it and roll it. Good, Deimos.
Alright. Deimos, knowing that he's not the best engineer, or smartest person ever, he says, alright, it's going to take brute strength, and he thinks of the most daring thing that he can do. He swings around with the lasso thing into this thing's mouth,
Okay.
and I'm going to try to stamp inside of its mouth and just use my feet and my sweet squatting skills and my sweet overpress skills to keep his mouth from not shutting.
Okay. Alright.
And that is 100% of what Deimos is going to do this entire turn.
Yeah, roll athletics for that.
Oh crap, I forgot to roll concentration a long time ago.
Okay. You're good. You're free right now. Kildra.
Well, I know that from the initial damage.
What was concentration for?
Hunter's Mark.
I just roll it now.
No, wait, I didn't cast it. I did something
No,
else.
you
That's
you
right.
vow of enmity to him. That's not a concentration spell.
Yeah, no, that's
All right.
right.
So Killdrack, your turn. You come to
Misty
your
Step's
senses.
a bonus action, right?
Yes, it is. And it's 30
Okay,
feet.
I'll cast Misty Step. Well, actually, I want to run first, like, just see this angry dwarf run 25 feet,
Okay.
and then suddenly appear, because that's exactly
That is.
55 feet, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to get right there. And I'm going to, as soon as I get there, I'm going to cast Booming Blade, yeah.
Okay.
That's the wrong thing. Take that off.
Yeah.
I'm going to add the effect on me. Okay. And then I'm going to hit him with my Staff of Striking.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll expend three charges to add 3d6 to the damage on top of the Booming Blade.
Okay. That was.
And then 3 more d6. I had to. You
There you
did
go.
write in
Okay.
a,
All right, I
a
got
thing
it.
to add
I got
that.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's action, bonus action, and
All right. You teleport in
Movement.
and you bash into him with your staff of striking. You feel the shuddering impact against its hide as you do so. Between turns, as we're at the top of the initiative now.
I thought Feldorn was top of the initiative.
No, at initiative level 20, you hear him kind of turn and say, "Perhaps you can defeat me, but can you defeat the very world that you exist in?" And all of a sudden, as a lair action, you guys feel the ground around you, this muck around you, everyone who's standing in it. So, Kildrak, Nina, and Feldorn. Everyone else is up in the air.
Or on the damn thing.
Yeah, or on him. The ooze, the ground becomes softer and muckier, and you guys begin to sink. You guys are basically stuck in place, and you need to make an athletics check to be able to move from now on.
Does that include actions and bonus actions?
It's just some part of
Or
your
just
movement.
movement?
Yeah, it's just part of your movement. Okay, Elwin, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to heighten the spell to give him disadvantage.
Okay.
And here comes the level 8 disintegrate.
Okay.
Damn, we're not trying to kill him.
He fails.
Oh, he fails.
Kill the bastard.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, a beam of green glistening energy just zips out of the sky. It hits him basically up on his top left flank, and you can hear the sizzle and the crackle as his flesh gets just like ripped and shredded in, and it begins to it's killed. It's like rotting dead flesh, and it just sloughs off and falls down to the ground like a mudslide off his flank. There is now this like large, like small car-sized chunk of flesh missing from his side.
For some reason it didn't apply the damage of the firebolt. 10 damage.
Okay, so 10 more damage to him. You follow it up with a firebolt that hits him right in that very gap, and does more damage to him. Okay.
And then I'm going to fly 30 more feet up in the air.
Okay, so you are now.
About 80 feet up.
Okay. On her turn, Nina is going to continue to claw and slash at him. That's a miss. That will hit. Oops. Alright. On his turn, he is going to he shudders and takes a step forward like this, but his his gait is awkward. He kind of like half stumbles as he steps forward, and he is going to swing his tail around and smash it at you, Feldorn.
I'm just gonna shield that.
Okay. And Deimos, he's gonna try to bite you. Alright? So
All right.
this is
Deimos,
you're
out of character, it's a bad idea to jump in a T-Rex's mouth.
Yeah.
But in character, Deimos would have done it.
Alright, so this is your athletics against his contested athletics. I'm giving him advantage too because you're in his freaking mouth. And it's like the strongest part of his jaw. Here we go. Oh crap. Alright, one more time. His second bite. Here we go. Oh!
And I will use Euphemia's inspiration. Oh wait, it's a dash of 20. There's no way I do it.
That's
yeah.
a crit.
Yeah.
All right. So you are in his mouth, and he starts trying to bite down. You're standing there, like your arms up straight up in the air, and your feet there, and you're trying to fight against it. Your arms are shaking. For a while, you're able to resist, but then you feel the jaws close around you. You take.
Give me that crit damage.
That much damage. Oops, wait. I rolled it on himself. Hold on. 1 second here.
Here, I'll move my character. Oh shit. Can't.
Yeah, you're fine. I can just drop it on you there. Alright. And you are grappled and restrained inside his mouth.
You got lucky, no crit damage.
Wave the crit damage. Alright, Euphemia. You see, you're glancing down, and so 120 feet below you, you see his jaw just snap down with Deimos inside. You're now riding on light.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Light to get closer, and I'm gonna hold my spell, but before I do that, I'm going to start singing my sword song.
Does it have a range on it?
30.
Okay. Alright.
So,
So it's
they're not
just
close much to anyone but me and Light, and probably Elwin.
No, Ellen's not 30 yet. 30 yet.
I thought he came 60 to me, and I went down more.
You guys
So
are
I'm probably right next to Elwin.
You guys are 120, he's at 80, so you're just out of range.
Oh well. I'm still waiting for Light to get closer so I can heal.
So on his turn, Light is gonna continue to dash down. So he's gonna swoop all the way down alongside. So he's right now. You guys are basically like 10 feet off the ground, or maybe 15 feet off the
What?
ground, swinging
I'm
by.
gonna say like 50.
50.
Well, close enough, I guess, for a 60-foot range spell.
Yeah, he swoops in like basically level with the T-Rex's back. Okay.
So then I'll cast heal.
All right.
So I'll just say that.
Roll it.
I don't.
Do you need to see everybody?
Yeah, Deimos won't get it.
Why not?
I'm inside of a mouth.
Is it mass heal you're casting? Are you casting mass heal?
Oh, come on. That's not what I'm trying
I'm
to
reading it.
fucking share.
Can I tell Light to go in front? I mean, is he like swallowed?
He's inside the T-Rex. The T-Rex closed his mouth around Deimos. You cannot see Deimos. You can see everybody else. So, are you casting mass heal?
Mass, yeah.
Okay. So everybody, yeah, everyone is healed to full, basically, except Deimos.
And my sword song's going, and does Light do
Good
anything?
Euphemia.
He uses his dash to get down that low. Okay. Feldorn, your turn.
Since he didn't move, I'm gonna throw my damn sword and my rapier in the air and tell it to dance, and then I'm gonna cut into him some more.
Okay.
Actually, wait. No, I'm not throwing my... I take that back. I'm not throwing my rapier into the air.
Okay. What are you doing?
Looking for the right one.
Can I choose not to disintegrate something with a disintegrate spell? Or-
Nope.
No.
I'm going to cast a staggering freaking smite on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack this thing.
Alright, staggering smite. Go ahead.
Oh, that's going to be nasty.
Remember, you have. Oh wait, no. Is it a
And...
melee attack?
Yep.
Just out of curiosity, how do you get staggering smite?
It's one of the hexblade spells.
You have advantage on that. Just so you know.
Oh, he got it
I'll
already.
take advantage on the second one. I got a crit already.
Oh, 19 is crit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Freedom 19 is crit.
Is this the one that makes him fall? Nope. Just disadvantage on the next stack rolls.
Until the end of its next turn, okay.
And then with my second attack, I'm going to take the advantage thing.
Okay. You hit. Alright, you guys are beginning to, now that like a huge chunk of its side is missing, Feldorn, your blade is singing through the air. It's your lightsaber, right?
Yep.
Your sunblade. Yeah, just cutting huge chunks into his flesh. His hide is still resistant, but you guys are definitely breaking through and doing damage. Okay, Deimos, you're in his
All right.
mouth now. He's trying to chew you.
Deimos knows this, and he definitely does not like being chewed, but he knows how good food is, and such is the cycle of life.
Okay.
But before he gives up and dies, Deimos is going to, as his hasted thing for that action, try to, knowing that he took his pre-workout powder and it's just about to kick in, I'm gonna try to push him up, and on this I will even add that 12.
Okay, so you're gonna try to open his mouth back up.
Yeah, so just so I'm not grappled and restrained enough, so I can at least get one hit in.
Okay, so he has disadvantage on checks because of your staggering smite, Feldorn. So this will just be a normal roll since he would normally have advantage. I guess there's no way for it to do except natural 20. Oh, damn it! Okay, all right. So you begin to, you're I mean it's hard, but you open his mouth up. You find a burst of strength and you start lifting, and pressing back down with your legs and your hands, and you see a crack of light as his mouth begins to just gap open. You don't open it all the way by any means, but you're able to. You have several inches of clearance now.
All right, that's good.
Real quick,
So,
do you know what to shout in this situation?
yeah.
What is it?
Actually, let me see.
I'm testing your movie knowledge.
Oh, actually, no, I have no idea, honestly.
Oh, have you seen Shark Tank with Will Smith?
No, I have not.
It's you can't handle the truth.
Oh.
Oh,
Shouting in
that's
this
terrible.
situation.
But on account of that's so damn cheesy, that's what Deimos is gonna yell. You can't handle the chew, and I'm
No,
going
the
to.
truth. That's what it is.
Oh, that yeah.
Okay.
Deimos will.
Chew sounds pretty good.
I think the shoe
I
would
like
be better.
you better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't handle it. Deimos is at 9th level. It doesn't really make a difference, but he's using this 9th level spell as another one of the gems. He channels his like inner divinity stuff and will strike this guy.
Okay. Yeah. You hit him.
And
Definitely from inside his mouth. You hit him.
I was gonna enlarge you inside his mouth.
Okay. So okay, that's perfect. So Deimos, you have just enough room to be able to pull your fist back and swing. What happens?
well, pretty much I push up enough and I raise my fist back as much as I can, and then I kind of just drop to the ground and swing with all my might, and I channel like I don't know, Tempest's power, all my whatever soul power, and it's the hopes and dreams of all bodybuilders everywhere into like the lower jaw of this guy. And Deimos imagines Tempest giving him a thumbs up as he smacks this guy in his lower jaw and tries to knock it off.
Yeah. From the outside, you guys see the T-Rex with his mouth closed around Deimos, and then all of a sudden there's a brief gap in the teeth as the jaw opens slightly, and then the burst of blinding light as Deimos does his 1,000 gold punch from inside the jaw. And it smashes... And then you see the T-Rex's eyes just kind of roll back in his head a little bit, and he just falls over down to the ground, just flops down this huge crash downward. Fortunately, he falls that way. I don't think any of you get hit by it. I think you guys are good. Alright, he just flops down over to the side, and as he strikes the ground, there's this huge bath of like heat and it's like superheated air as his form begins to just retract on itself. And after a few seconds, you guys see lying there in the gunk of this mossy kind of swamp. You see the barely conscious body of Tyranno.
Deimos knows it probably won't work on account of what he said before, but I'm going to use my 6th level slot to try to cast Teal on him, and I really try really hard.
Okay. It takes. He wasn't dead. It knocked him out of his T-Rex form, and he had reserved just enough energy to keep himself from dying. You put your hands on him and you cast Heal, and you feel the energy going into his form. And Deimos, the experience for you is kind of surreal because this is a very old and frail body, but it's also very ancient. And his cellular structure and his organs and stuff are all very primitive. You know, just like minus basically 40,000 years of evolution, basically. You know. So it just feels odd for you, but you're able to adjust and swing and roll with it, and you're able to heal him. Okay. The old man kind of he after a couple minutes, he kind of rolls around. He says, "Very good, very good." He says, "I have not been struck such a blow," he says, "for thousands of years." He kind of half smiles. He says, "It was quite defeat. I suppose of anybody, you would be worthy. You perhaps may have a chance to stop Intrasil." Do you guys want to say anything to him or ask him anything?
Does he have any weaknesses?
He says, he puts his hand on his back and he tries to stand a little bit. You hear the bones popping as he's like, he's a very old man. He says, "None that I know of, but I am, even with all my wisdom, I know a shadow of the truth. There is more, so much more that I do not know about Intrasil." He's like, my back. It hurts so. He says, "Please, somebody, help an old man back to his resting place, and I will continue my story."
I'll help him.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a greater restoration.
I'd put him on
the
a goat
back.
if I still had one.
He says, "I apologize for the beast." What's the second picture?
Is there anything left of the goat?
Yeah, its body's there and everything. He just like basically blew up his brain with a roar. His body's completely intact.
You want your goat back?
That was
Bring it
So
back.
you try to heal my goat?
I can resurrect it.
Yeah, how much does it cost?
So you gonna burn a wish spell to try to bring the goat back?
Can I just use
Hang
it
on,
to cast
hang
a
on.
resurrection spell?
Yeah.
You should wish it to come back, but stronger.
No, I'm not gonna waste the wish on it. I'll only do it if I can just use the wish to cast the resurrection spell.
Wait,
Or
what are we
why can't
resurrecting?
my
This
goat?
Right, well, I gave a greater resting to this old man in the back. I know it probably won't honestly do anything, but Damos would have done it. At least tried. And then, Kildrak did make some armor for this guy. So Damos will attempt to, revive this guy. His goat.
Can we roll like a light eating the goat while no one's looking?
I'm gonna raise it.
But
I'm
yeah,
just
so
saying.
Damos has been focusing on something for a while. Do you think Light would? Yeah, Light is. He kind of
I
walks
don't
over.
think
He's
think
like,
light is would automatically
hungry.
go. I think if you
Go.
offer,
Yeah, I look up at Light.
But-
I'm just like, hey, buddy boy, you can have him if he doesn't make it.
Sounds like a strong bargain. Deal.
Yes, you know your stuff about bark.
Okay.
You're a
Roll
tree.
me a d20, Damos.
I could cast
Sorry,
it at
goat.
9th level.
Goat didn't want to come back. He's good in the goat afterlife.
You reach over to the goat. Damos says you're trying to cast Raise Dead on it, and you put your hands on it, and you realize
You
that
accidentally cast fire in cricket form?
its brain is completely pulp. And as you-
I pick up the goat and I show it to Kildrak and like, look, it's missing a head and 3 legs. It ain't coming back.
well, it's a full body, so I thought there was an inch, but that's fine.
well, as you get talking about it, Light just clamps down and takes its head off and starts chewing on it.
I start saying casting the words of dispel magic at 9th level, but I stop. Never mind.
He says, Light leans into you, Kildrak. He says, "Ah, friend Kildrak. He says, thine misfortune is my greater gain. Haha." And he takes a big bite out the goat. You can rescue the goat's armor. That's fine.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just wondering how much did the does it cost again? Because I got to remove it for buying this one again. And
It's 10
I wanna
times
see.
for 10 times the value of the normal armor.
okay, but no, like itself then.
The goat plus the armor.
Yeah.
Just say you have the armor.
Well, no, I have the armor, so and then I bought another. I bought new. No wait, I would have had. So how much does a goat cost? Is the question.
It's cheap. It was like 50 gold.
Okay, so I'll just remove 100
Yeah, but-
gold.
There's probably no place to buy a goat around here.
Well, he did this all before you guys left for this place.
Well, yeah, and then I'm just
That's
removing 100 so for next time because I know I'll get one
That's fine.
at least within one of the next 2 sessions, and I don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Get a
The
weregoat.
Tyranno says,
Weregoat, there we go.
Yes.
Weregoat.
he says, "It's a wonder you all are able to get anything done. He says, you stand here talking all the time while the day is wasted.
This is the
Come
old
on.
guy that attacked us for no reason at all. Yeah,
I was
sure.
testing you. I had to test.
Wasting time.
Somebody take me back to my cave.
I'll
please."
carry him back. I'll carry him back.
Okay. You guys spend the next like half an hour traveling back to his cave, and as you're walking back, he continues to tell you about Intrasil. He says, Intrasil, or as you call him, Incomel. He was searching for power, exploring the deepest histories and the stories of ancient tribes. And from what I know, he found it. He found what he was looking for. And he stops as you guys get back to the cave. He points to the wall, and he takes his little stone, basically sharpens stone, and he begins scratching in the wall of his cave, kind of like cave, just cave carvings. Here, let me show you real quick here. He says, he found it. He found the thing he was looking for. And he starts drawing, just scratching into the cave wall. He says, he found the carcass of a monster. He found the carcass of the monster. A creature hideous and ancient from a time long before even I. In our histories, in our stories, we call it the World Breaker. There it was, in some unknown, God-forsaken location. Still living, alive somehow, even though most of its flesh had rotted away and its bones remained. He found it, and there, in that God-forsaken place, he performed a pact, a blood pact so dark and old that it defies any knowledge that I have. How he learned to do so, I do not know. But he was able to absorb the root of the creature's brain and drench himself in its very life force. Its strength became his. Its form became his form. And there, Intrasil became a lycanthrope. A lycanthrope unlike any the world has ever seen. So he's kind of scratching just this image into the wall, and in the background he starts drawing a mountain range, just to kind of give you perspective of the size of this thing. He drops his little stylus down to the ground, and he says, and he kind of is just breathing a little bit heavily. He says, he is an abomination, and he can do things no other lycan is capable of. He can infect others with his curse, forcefully, quickly. He makes them eat of his own flesh. And once they do, they are bound to him. Hideous and powerful as they are forced to obey his will. And they become shadows of his form. He turns to you all. He says, that is what I know of Intrasil.
Well, shit.
So how do you know anything stuck in this cave?
He says, when you are as old as I, you learn to feel and see beyond your frail body. He looks at his hands and his legs. He says, like, and my people, they keep me informed. At times I can see through their eyes.
Wait, what?
He says,
I think he's guessing.
I have not seen this with my own eyes. I sense, I believe that what I have told you is true.
Well, Deimos trusts him.
Did we
But,
learn anything useful though?
Deimos doesn't remember last time this guy killed them. This guy being that big.
He says, well, you see, Intrasil is a lycanthrope still. He is limited by the same things that we are. His weaknesses are our weaknesses. Very few lycanthropes are capable of transforming into their full form. Most have not achieved the full power of their primal nature. He says, to achieve the complete transformation into the beast is a difficult process. It is something that only the most mature and lucky lycanthropes are ever able to accomplish. You have not even seen my true form. But I assure you, the beast is much stronger than the partial transformation that you experienced today.
You still haven't given us a list of those weaknesses.
That is his weakness. He is not able to transform into the creature that he assumed.
That's not a weakness. Oh,
You may not think it is, but if and when he ever acquires that ability, he says, believe me, the world will bleed.
so your advice is to kill him now? Which we would have done instead of coming here to ask you for advice?
He says, that is what I know.
I ask him if
This
there's
guy's insane.
I ask him if there's any way, like anything he has that could possibly help us, or if when the time comes, I know he's old and frail, but if he would come and help.
Yeah, his power combined with ours might be enough.
Might summon Captain Planet.
At least it would help.
So, you guys having spent some time with the lycanthropes, you realize what he's telling you. The vast majority, 99.9% of lycanthropes, can only transform into their hybrid form. Only a few can complete the full transformation. The only one that you've seen ever able to do that is Mastoric, the elephant guy. Tyranno here is telling you that what you guys just fought was his own hybrid form. He didn't even go full transformation for you guys.
Yeah, he only went Super Saiyan 1 on us, okay?
Yeah, he only
My
used
question
his-
is, how does the Ancient One not even have his full transformation unlocked? That's my
Oh,
question.
he does. He said, I am capable of transforming into the beast. He says, I just wanted to test you, not destroy you.
Oh,
He can't.
I understand.
He's too old. Like, he can't get it up anymore.
This, he says,
Yeah, can someone
this is
please cast
true.
silence on Euphemia?
I
please?
have not transformed entirely for thousands of years. He says, of course, young lady, if you wish to help me in getting it up as you say, I would be willing to allow you the opportunity.
I think
Feldorn,
dwarves are a lot better for that.
Feldorn looks at him and says, "Look, I apologize for the crazy one. She has not been laid in many, many, many moons.
Longer
And, she
than
le-
you have been alive.
And she left her demon dildo in our house. So
Ah, the
yeah,
pains.
can you?
The room of which you shall not speak.
The pains of sexual frustration. I know them well.
It's ironic because it's your guys' dildo. Like, weird.
We share
Well,
it.
Deimos knows that he's pretty strong, but he knows he can't handle that shit. That ain't Deimos's, now.
That's a party dildo. It's not just for one person.
So
Shared.
Are you
I want
sure
to point this
Deimos
out
was
that
holding
Euphemia
up,
laughed when
you
she
know-
saw the big Balrog, whatever it is, penis spear wailing around with, and she thinks that thing's a joke. So that if that gives perspective of what it actually looks like.
What the hell are you talking
One,
about?
Would you have any knowledge on where we could go about maybe awakening the next tier of any one of our weapons? And I kind of go one by one and tell them what we have and what we need.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if he's ever seen one of those moon things.
Okay, let's see here. Which ones are we talking about? So, your staff, Elwyn.
Yeah, I gotta find that dragon soul. Or the blessing of the dragon.
Okay.
Hey, Light, go bless that staff.
Kildrak, your hammer.
It doesn't have a thing on it yet.
I didn't put one on there.
Oh, you said something about it not being available or something?
Yeah, the tier 3. You guys don't know how to do the tier 3. I might buff your tier 2. Now that I think about it. Let's see here. Euphemia's Gauntlet. She needs the Noonday Moon. You need a... Feldern, you need a Nightmare. Elwyn, you need the Dragon whose soul. Okay. Deimos, what was yours?
I think I gotta, I don't know, not die.
Gotta sacrifice yourself in battle, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. You guys begin to ask him about these, and you start telling him, and for most of them, he seems pretty oblivious to what you're talking about. But Elwyn, as you mentioned dragons, and the dragon who gave this gave its soul to your staff, he pauses for a second and he says, "Dragons. I know the dragons. Or I did at one time. Some were noble, some were despicable. I cannot say that I was angered to see their kind fade from the stage of the world." He says, he leans into Elwyn, he says, "You know their story, correct? You know what the gods did to the dragons."
I've heard some of it.
He says, "Here is something that I do know. They're the lords of the dragons, the most powerful of their kind, were able to escape death. They fled. They hid. They went to areas and worlds far beyond the sight of most gods. They are out there still." And he says, "Most, I do not know exactly where they are, but one I have seen, or at least I believe I have seen." And by this
Point at
time,
Light, that one?
he smiles. He says, "Young lady, that is not a dragon compared to what I
don't
am
piss Light
speaking
off.
of." By this time,
Well,
it's-
that's just the small one.
he says, "Yes, a whelpling, I know. These dragons I speak of, dragon lords of ancient times, before the Sundering," he says, "those are dragons." He points up to the sky, and by this time it's dark out. The moon is half in half fullness, and there's stars darting across the sky. He leans into you, Elwyn, and he says, he points up into the air. He says, "Up there, years ago, centuries ago, I saw him, one of the dragon lords, in the skies, in the stars."
I'm just looking at him, like, trying to follow along what he's trying to say.
He says,
He's just pointing up at the sky?
"Yeah," he says, "he was changed. And by his form I knew who it was. Nebularos, ancient silver dragon king. much changed, much different. He had become far more than his ancient form.
So can we get a Deimos translation? What would Deimos have said to Ellen?
Deimos looks over, and seeing that you see him, and you see this picture that's kind of towering a little bit above Deimos. Actually, Elwin's actually helping Deimos fly up a little bit so we can draw the tip points of it. But in comparison, we were doing a very not adult thing, drawing on the wall.
So you don't know Elwin doesn't know anything of what was just said because Deimos is drawing dicks?
I wouldn't say that per se, but we do know about Dragon Lords, and yeah. Deimos was trying to do the math on what would happen if we used this thing in battle.
Have I ever heard of Nebularis?
Yes. Yes, you have. The ancient King of the Dragons, basically. Basically, each of the dragon kind in your book, he was one of the stories. Which one was he? The Silver Dragon King.
I should have that written, but it's been a while since.
Oh yeah, remember you said that a while ago.
Yeah, the Silver Dragon King. He had each of the dragon kinds had their own lords that kind of ruled over them, and he was one of the most venerated and most basically of highest status, even like a ruler amongst rulers. Not the most powerful, or it was like a council basically. They were all equal, but he was like a leader amongst equals.
Yeah, what I have written down here: ancient dragon, story of Nebularis, great dragon, king of silver dragons, became Bahamut's right hand in the material plane.
Yep, that's him.
So
Okay. Go on. What are you asking?
So, what I got from it was Nebularis was the one that gave his soul for my staff?
No.
Okay.
He's just telling you about the dragons that he saw.
Oh, okay.
He said the most recent. This is the most recent thing that he knew about dragons. He basically all the dragons were destroyed. Dragon kind basically was destroyed by the gods back hundreds or thousands of years ago during the Sundering. But as you guys know, some retreated, some hid. But he's telling you that the lords of the dragons were wise enough to evade destruction, and that he's personally sensed Nebularos, and he points to the skies and he says he saw him up there in a much changed form, but he still recognized the creature that he knew before.
Okay. So where would I go to look for these dragons? Where would they have gone?
He says, "That is a question I cannot answer." He says, "But," he says, "dragons are able to find their own. I would ask your whelpling over here."
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Ellen, out of curiosity, what's your dragon origin? What
Gold.
color? Okay.
Okay.
I'm shining.
All right. So, oh, and as he's talking, talking about Nebularos, you see Light, just listening in, and as his name is mentioned, Light bows his head. It's not the most overt thing, but it's a definite gesture of respect, as the name is mentioned.
Okay.
Because Light is a silver dragon as well. Okay?
Alright.
Anything else?
I'm good with mine. I know what to do next. I'm going to talk to Light. I don't know if you guys want to take a run to see what you need to do next.
I know nothing about mine.
Yeah, Deimos has no idea.
Are you guys already tier 2? Am I
Yep.
the only one tier 1?
I think
No,
I'm
you
tier
can
one.
be-
tier
I'm tier
1. I don't know.
You're tier 1 as well, Dave. I almost was able to get yours when I played your character that time we
think the
faced the Blood
bow-
Demon. I had a plan to do it,
Shark
but
and our dwarf is on tier 2s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I almost had a plan to awaken yours, Deimos, but I didn't know
Yeah.
if you'd be happy with it.
Oh no, I see. Oh no, Deimos. Yeah, I guess it's just in the way that he gets played. It's eventually gonna happen.
Yeah. I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was a decision where I was like, I don't know if I do this, if it'll actually awaken it, so I'm just gonna not do it and let him do it because I think it's cooler if he's here when it's.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, eventually you play Deimos. Eventually it will happen. Hopefully.
Okay.
So what's our next move? Are we gonna go try to kill this super powerful thing?
As you guys are sitting there, he says, "Oh, he says, one more thing." He says, "Inkamel knows of you." He points to Nina and he says, "She has told me of the events that occurred before you came to visit me. How Inkamel's minions came across the Synod gathering in our most hallowed place. He says, that should not have been possible. Somehow he knew where to look. And if he knew that much, he had reason. He says, and from what I can understand, and from what I can sense, he says, that reason is you. You were the only thing that was different. You being at the Synod gathering was the reason Inkomel was able to find my people. And if he was able to find you once, he will do so again."
Well, is there any way to hide?
He says, I know not how he found you or what he wants from you. But he's a creature. He's a beast of his own motivations. And he serves his own master. Perhaps that has something to do with it. Or perhaps he has his own reasons. I do not know.
Well, shit, guys.
Alright. What
Do you know
guys
where
wanna
he's in the capital-ish city, right? From last what we heard, right?
do?
Or maybe-ish.
What you guys know is that while you guys were in Erlin and in Cragland, right? So while you guys were defeating Ezek, and then you went up to Cragland and dealt with freeing Tharusir and killing or freeing the dwarven people there, Inkamel and his minions were destroying the elven nation here. And they razed their cities to the ground and slaughtered most of their people and turned some of them. So that's been done. That's over. Like Sima Edil, the capital city of Sindalar, is mostly rubble and ruin. With its people either mostly killed, or scattered to the hills.
But we choose dwarves over elves. What a day.
Since then, what the Synod has gathered is that most of Inkamel of the Leapers had headed in this direction, to the west. Right? That's what you know. But where
And we're off the
okay.
map, right?
you guys are off the map in this direction.
Okay. Where was the Synod?
The Synod was
Gathered.
right around here.
Okay. And is Inkmail one of the 4 horsemen?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
We should.
So
stop
he was
them.
heading towards Oscaria?
what they know is that the leapers the ones that they'd seen were headed west.
Do we know? Because we know there were leapers at the border walls too. Do we know what was going on with those leapers? Because we saw that.
Those seemed wild and out of control, like they had escaped.
But they're still there.
Or were beyond. Like there's leapers all over Sindalar. But the majority of the ones that the ones that you found at the wall were different in sense from the ones who attacked the Synod here. The ones at the wall were like wild and mad, and like out of control basically. The ones who attacked the Synod were like coordinated, and had obviously were there with a purpose.
Alright.
Makes sense.
And Oscaria is the High Elves' home, right?
Yes.
And we saw that vision of what's his face murdering the High Elf God, or the Elf God.
The Elf God, yeah.
I'd say we head to Oscaria.
Well, yeah.
To the capital. That looks like Eleanor.
Eleanor.
Yeah, we should probably head that way. That's a smart way. Didn't I think it was Feldorn who had the thing where he said he saw someone in the mountains along the way? The gunslinger dude.
That he's not sure where that happened.
Oh, okay.
He knows that Antares killed or finished off the demon lord Graz. I think that's how you say it.
Oh, that's a pretty strong dude.
Well, Antares is a pretty strong guy.
You should know, Deimos.
Yeah, my Graz is like, I think he's like supposed to be like ranked like 13 or something like that.
You should know as well how strong Antares is.
Yeah, that guy's a bastard. Well, then again, we did take down that demon lord at level 1. He was almost dead, but still.
Yeah, Graz had been fighting 3 of the gods of the elven gods up in the heavens, and actually got struck down by Corlan the Rethian, the greater god of the elves. He fell down to the mortal plane and was like holed up in a cave trying to heal himself or recover when Antares killed him.
Then Asmodeus came along
and killed
no more
Corlan
elf
the Rathian.
gods.
Yep. And you guys suspect that the death of the elven gods had something to do was, in some way correlated or related to the downfall of the elven people.
I do think we should go check out Oscaria, because if Corlethan is dead, people are probably freaking out over there.
Definitely agree
And
with you.
even if Inkmel doesn't get there, it'd probably be a good idea to calm them down. So is it faster to go from where we are over the Great Peaks to Eleanor, or is it faster to go like back to Ospium?
You guys are way far away. Like you're like.
So
Well,
it'd be
we've
Would it
been
be
to
faster to-
Philidor, so we can teleport to Philidor.
You could.
do?
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, we've been there.
Right here, this Philidor. Well, you got you haven't been to Philidor proper. You were like somewhere over here, or you're up here, at a small town when you went to.
Oh, okay.
Africa.
Either
But
way,
you
that's right
you
next to the border.
Yeah, you got the.
I still have that
circle
coin.
for here.
Oh yeah, we do have the circle for that Philidor. Oh yeah, let's go to teleport to Philidor and hail to whatever it is.
Eleanor.
Eleanor.
Yeah.
I asked the old man if he has any leftover shredded, I don't know, like claws and random shit.
Of my own. You may not have them.
Oh, come on, dude, please. I just want one.
Does he
Trust
know
me,
where?
dude. I'm gonna make your legacy live on for like even longer than you'll live.
I'm gonna
Damos
like
starts begging and pleading because like this is like some sweet ass shit.
I'm gonna super study our picture of the penis on the wall with the drips and everything that we drew,
Okay.
and I will constantly cast prestidigitation to put it on Deimos' shield.
Does it take like 30 days or something like that?
Oh, you can't do that to my shield.
Okay, on your armor.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Velden, what were you gonna ask?
I was gonna say, didn't he say he could see through the eyes of the creature, all the lycanthropes?
He says, yes, I can.
Can't you see through Inkamel's eyes?
Or they're the only ones that are from like
Smiles.
his line.
He says, "That is how I know what I know."
Then tell us where the fuck he's at.
It is not that clear. I get brief fleeting images. I get vague inclinations and hints of knowledge. I cannot see clearly.
What if Euphemia has sex with you?
He says, then I will see all.
Euphemia, go for it.
Female has thrown away all light and they're gone.
He says, I will do everything I can to be of aid to you. He says, if it will help correct my people's most grievous sin, then I will be of help. I will do all I can. He looks at you all and he says, but a word to the wise. You are no match for Inkomel.
We should upgrade our massive castle robot.
I asked him where we could find a nightmare.
Roll a d20. He says, nightmares are ever changing. They seek to terrorize. They seek to kill. They seek to destroy. They control. They overwhelm one with fear. He says, there may be some walking this world today. If they are, I can tell you, they are twisted and they are powerful. Do you know of any creatures that match this description?
Inkamel.
He is not. Any others, perhaps?
Euphemia.
Oh, I was about to. You beat me to it. Like, I hit enter
I
as
am
soon
your
as you said it.
nightmare. And I will haunt you till the day you fucking die.
Dang. Final boss.
He says,
Watch Euphemia be Asmodeus this whole time.
if you ever encounter a being of deep perversion, with a lust for murder, with a thirst for control,
Felthorn just keeps pointing at Euphemia.
you will know your nightmare.
Wait a second. Deimos is thinking here. He's doing the math. He pulls out a calculator. He pulls it out and starts typing in numbers. And he's like, wait, the only thing that's really gosh damn fucking crazy and scary that's been fucking us all up all along and causing fear everywhere is that gosh damn motherfucking dwarf. Or halfling. It's that dude. It's him.
No dwarf.
I took a calculus class at a community college once. Trust me, guys, I know how to do this science.
I mean, Feldorn's never met that guy, and I don't think you guys have explained
trust
him
me,
to
dude.
Feldorn.
This guy,
He is kinda
fucking
nightmarish.
crazy.
So I turn to him and I'm like, is the guy that they're talking about him?
He shrugged his shoulders. I know not this person.
I hands him that mirror shard.
You hand him the mirror shard?
Yeah.
He says, he holds it in his hands. He says, what is this?
It's a messaging device. On the other side, the owner of this might be that nightmare, one of the demons.
He says,
You want to talk to him?
if that is the case, he hands it back to you. He says, that is the last thing I want to do.
You wimp.
Not scared. Just wise.
Yeah, whatever.
So, again about a claw, some blood. I don't know how this vampire thing works, or whatever you are. And I want a signature. And like Damos pulls out a picture, and he draws himself, and he draws the T-Rex man, and he's like, "Can you please sign here?"
He takes out his little stylus off the ground and he begins etching down into your paper.
You see, just like Damos, just the happiest little kid.
Feldorn looks around this guy's cave to see if there's any human skulls.
Human skulls?
Yep.
You see some bones and stuff. There's random stuff everywhere. Some of them that look like basically, like the Australopithecus, those old skulls, those human ancestors type skulls. You see a couple of things that look like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast detect magic
Not
to
what
see
I'm
if
looking for.
if anything glows.
Oh wait, no, that's way too long.
Nothing glows, Owen.
And I say, you don't have any cool trinkets or anything you can give us, right, to help us?
The lycanthropes have very, very little knowledge of magic.
Yeah, cough, cough, nudge, nudge, give me a gosh damn claw.
He says, I have spent my strength for this day. If you wish a claw from a bestial creature, I suggest you go take it off Incamel.
See, Damos, he walks away. He knows when he's been beat, and you see him just kicking some stones as you see him kind of pouting away. He's just like, he's happy with the picture, but he still wanted a cool trinket to add to his super sweet end game armor. He says, I'm gonna come back for it.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
So, do you guys want to go to Oscaria?
I don't
I'm
do
down.
shit.
Oh, ask him if he knows any teleportation circles. I don't think so, but you never know.
What is this teleportation?
Answers that question.
So you remember in this world anyway, lycanthropic transformations are not magical at all. That's why they were able to do so under in the presence of all the emeraldine and that kind of stuff. It's completely biological. It's like alchemical and it has to do with the creature's anatomy and something else. It's not arcane.
By the way, did you ever answer Feldorn's question?
What was his question?
If he eats a dragon heart, will he become a were-dragon?
Oh, I didn't see that. Well, you can try. It has to do with beasts and like creatures. I mean, you could try to become a were-dragon if you wanted to. I don't know. The specific, so the ways to become a lycanthrope are basically to be changed by a current lycanthrope. The original lycans had their form initiated by something. Incamel did so through a dark pact, and how he learned how to do so, no one knows. But he was able to find the corpse of this creature, or the still living corpse of this creature, and take its power for his own.
Wait a second. Damos, again, he still has his calculator out. He didn't pull it back. He's still punching some numbers, so he puts his glasses down. So he keeps punching them. And he's like, wait, guys, if this is how it works, we already came across one demon lord. If we come across some, dead gods or demon lords, we can just, put them in our bodies and become super fucking powerful. Can morph into them.
It's morphin' time.
I think that's the story of Diablo. So yeah, no.
Oh, Damos didn't play that game.
I didn't play that game either.
It's actually a pretty good game. Damos didn't play it.
Alright, what are we doing?
I'm taking one of those skulls of really old people, and I'm taking this.
Okay. It's small. It's not like a full human-sized skull. It's actually kind of small.
Yeah, I know. Well, I figured it'd be a little smaller, but I'm hoping that explodey bomb thing I eventually get from that lady. I can stick it in there and be a cool skull.
Okay.
And I give this guy a picture that I drew of Tempest, and I'm like, hey, I know you're not a religious guy. And you don't have to do much. Just say, hey, Tempest, you're an okay guy. And do 3 push-ups and like a day. And coming from you, that's a big deal. And we're definitely going to win this heaven.
He looks at it and he's holding it, and it's like the parchment that you hand him. He's like feeling it, and he rubs it on his face a little bit. He's parchment. So rare in these parts of the world. He says, soft against the skin.
Yeah, so if you could do that, that'd be fantastic. Because you're like possibly the biggest, toughest dude I've ever met. So far.
I thank you for this gift. I will be sure to think of Tempest next time I wipe with it.
No. I give him the oh shit.
See, now we lost the whole story because I don't think he wipes.
Yeah.
Who wipes?
You made it unrealistic. Totally lost me.
Alright.
I'm going to ask him, though, to get his people ready for the war against the demons.
He nods his head. He says, I fear that my people who have been trying to avoid being caught up in this conflict. He says,
No choice.
there is no choice any longer. The Lycans will heed your call, should you ever give it.
How do we contact you when we are ready? Or can we just ask Nina?
He says, he stands up a little bit. He says, I think it is time that I rejoin my people, at least for this age. Times have grown dark indeed. I will be with my people. Call out to them and you call out to me.
Can you just watch Nina and we tell her?
He says,
Or she
You
could
said-
come with us.
She's coming with us. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay. Oh, sorry
We
about
just
that.
look at Nina and say, hey, Nina, you know,
he turns
and
to her
then he would know.
and he says,
Yeah.
would you be okay? Would you agree to this, the young one? She looks at him and she bows, she nods. He says, very well, he says. I will listen for your voice above others. And should you call for me, I will know that you are calling. She kind of kneels down and she bends her head very low. Okay?
All right. Should we teleport out, or should we rest up then leave, or what do you guys think?
What time of the day is it?
It's nighttime. It's like 10 p.m.
I think we
goes
should
like-
teleport out and then rest when we get to whatever the place is called.
I think we should sleep first, then go.
Hey, Midas, I'm gonna jump off because I gotta get up early.
Alright, man. Have a good night.
Alright,
See you,
good night.
dude.
See you.
I think we should teleport so that way we can possibly get an inn in the town instead of
Wait,
on the ground.
I don't want to teleport
Actually,
in the
before-
middle of some fight.
before I go,
There.
where were we planning on going?
To that little shitty
I
town
thought we were-
that we
oh,
saved
wait.
the merchant.
We could do that. What do we think about
No,
going
he wasn't
to?
in that town.
What if we
was-
teleport to Ospium?
He was.
You guys
Or,
He
know
wasn't
like-
in the town. He was.
Yeah, we can teleport to a different city to be safe, and then
Yeah, let's
teleport.
teleport to Ospium to sleep, and then teleport to Villador.
Well, we have a mansion, so it doesn't. There's no point about safe.
Are we gonna go after Inkamel now, or go someplace and like try
Oh,
to get a
wait.
little stronger and then go after?
Are we
Go
going
after
after the
Inca.
gnome first? Because I'm kind of sure that he's a nightmare. Or that's the theory. So then maybe we'd have to go to Waterdeep.
All right.
I think we go after the Inkmouth first.
Well, he just said that we have no chance against Ekamel. Which basically means the GM is saying that if we go, we're going to have fighting someone that's doing plus
Wait, who
20
said
every
that?
hit. Yeah,
Feldorn.
he just said.
Feldorn pulls out a pair of clippers and clips the beard out of the dwarf's ears. Can you hear us now?
Wait, did he actually say that? I missed that.
Yes,
Okay,
he
yeah,
did.
we'll go after the
He
dwarf.
said
the,
we have no
the
chance.
gnome then. The what's his face? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, I mean, you guys have lots of friends, and I mean,
We
if you
could.
want to, you guys can do whatever you want. But you have lots of allies and people around the world, so.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go to the Underdark.
I say we try to go
Yeah.
after the gnome first.
The
Okay.
gnome.
Well, anyways, I think
It's a
the
half
point
elf.
we're trying to make is trying to let's go back to Ospium and rest because yeah, I know your thing is secure. I'd still just rather rest in Ospium than in the middle of freaking no.
No, you're
I
not
don't think
going
we
back
should
to
go to
see your
Osmium.
girlfriend.
Actually, we should probably go to
disagree
That
with
Haslin.
actually, I wasn't even thinking about
It's a little
that.
farther away.
Sure
we got
you
the
weren't.
magic shop lady, and we
I
could.
wasn't. I
at least
Why don't we
tell
go
straight up
her.
back
wasn't
to our,
actually.
Why don't we go back to our fort? You know, the one that we haven't been. I'm the one that's been to.
Either place.
Oh,
is fine by me.
Feldorn. Your dwarf guy is causing problems at the fort. Don't forget that.
Feldorn will do something to teach him a lesson whenever we get back to the fort. But yeah, now I really need to go before it gets later, and I end up getting like less than an hour of sleep.
Okay, man.
All right.
I'll see you, dude.
Good night.
Thanks.
Yep.
Alright.
Haslin or Ospium is fine with me. The point is, let's
User
teleport back to
disconnected from your
civilization,
channel.
please.
Uh,
Because otherwise, we're wasting a spell slot in the morning.
well, the thing is, okay, in Haslin,
We're wasting a spell slot no matter what.
there's the magic
what are you
lady
lying
who we can
about?
talk
Well,
to,
no.
try to do stuff with, or get stuff, or tell her to do stuff, or ask for things. Or we can go to Aspium, where we know we have some of the tougher people that can go help us, or we could spend 2 days and go to both.
Yeah, let's go to the magic lady.
I can teleport 3 times a day now.
I could have her like 5 or 6. So it doesn't matter.
Oh, well, shit.
Point being, civilization, Haslin first, then Ospium.
Alright. And I still
I'm
say
not
when we get,
wasting
if
one
we
to go
get,
to
if,
Haslin
well,
just for he
when we
can
go to
talk to the
Haslin,
princess.
we should send some more supplies to our keep.
Princess is in Ospium, and we're going to both, anyways. Is what it's sounding like to me.
I say that we do anything as long as it's against what the dwarf wants.
No,
Why,
but no,
man?
I agree. I'm like, if we go to Haslin, I mean, if you guys can teleport multiple times, Damus doesn't know how this shit works. Yeah, I mean, if that's what you guys want to do. Damus is all
I
A-okay,
don't care
just
about,
running
honestly.
straight into Ascaria and trying to fight this dude.
We just have to figure out who our next target is because, you know, the GM probably wants to know.
Yeah.
I think the Halfling should be our next target. Then yeah, I'm done with that. So, Elwyn to Haslin, please.
Got it.
Okay, we
Please.
also gotta think about this though, guys. Is if we get a level or two, we have to also understand we have this guy called Midas, and is that really making us much stronger against this guy?
No, it's gonna suck no matter what.
But I think if we get the Nightmare, we'll unlock a legacy weapon, which actually has an impact on the game, in my opinion. I know leveling not really with Midas, but I think unlocking our legacy weapons has an actual impact on the game.
Well,
If Euphemia's theory is correct, and if it's not, I'm going to be telling her I told you so.
Oh
for
no
the
no
rest
no,
of
that
the
was
campaign.
Damus'
It wasn't-
idea.
It wasn't my
Damo,
thing.
that's the only thing
theory.
Damos
Oh.
can think of that's been constantly
Yeah.
causing fear and fucking with shit.
So stop blaming me for your shit, you damn dwarf.
You started it.
Oh, look at this. You remember this dwarven book I got? Oh, that I've never shown you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On a dwarf?
Okay, boys and girls,
Okay,
keep
I'm
your
gonna take
I
arms
this
don't
and
knife here and I'm
remember.
gonna
legs.
start
Elwyn,
smacking
take
the,
me to
the
Haslin,
book.
please.
Yeah, keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all time until it comes to a complete stop. Teleport, Haslin.
Okay. You zip over there.
Whoa.
Now you guys have moved over like a couple time zones. So it is not quite so
Wait,
late
wait.
in.
Which one's Haslam?
Way
That's
down
Where
the
the
bottom
mansion
left.
is. Where the mansion is.
Jamie Chongas.
Chimichangas.
Jamie
Oh, okay.
Chongos.
You zip over here.
Slods. We're Balin or what was my character I played for those first 2 weeks?
Ajax.
Ah,
You
Ajax, yeah.
Yeah, where Ajax died.
And you got him killed.
No,
Wow.
me and Midas
Yeah.
killed him off intentionally.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I could have saved him, but
We-
Midas told me to kill him off.
Yeah, we had a death scene.
It was like Balnor
Probably
with
the
the demon.
dwarf's
Yeah.
fault.
Like
Just the
Balnor
axe that I've
with
been
the
carrying
demon,
around.
where it was like, yeah, we could have saved, but we intentionally killed off a character.
Okay. As soon as you zip over,
Always blaming the DM.
as you guys get teleported back to Westfane, Nina, she reverts to her cat form. And she
See
kind of like
Damus's eyes widen as he just instantly starts pelting her belly.
she climbs up and she's sitting in your on your arm.
She still has the wands, right?
Yeah, she has them. Okay. And she's attuned to the Shadow Fist gauntlets now. So they're like when you shape change, they kind of like
Give her kitty gauntlet.
Kitty
they go into your
gauntlets.
form. So whenever she
Come on.
transforms back into her hybrid form, she can use them to attack.
Does
Okay.
she walk around and shake each paw every step, trying to get them off?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm gonna grab that sovereign glue if no one wants it. I might come up with some pranks for it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. The only thing Damus was thinking of is using it in a sweet grappling hold, but if you have a funny thing to do with it, you should totally do that.
Well, you should grab it. If I think of something, I'll ask for it.
Well, same thing.
Okay. All right. So you guys zip into Westfane, and the like I said, it's a few hours earlier because you went over a couple time zones. So there's still a little bit of light in the sky. It's around 7 o'clock p.m.
Well, we got some money to spend.
Yeah. Damus put a
We didn't get
prepayment
any
on
money
this
for
thing
that.
that might be almost ready, maybe.
All right. So you ordered the necklace? No. What did you order?
I think I bought like whatever it cost to make like 2 necklaces to put it into like one big ball, like a delayed fireball, little I don't know something. Pretty much, I just want to have a bomb just in case something goes wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much a
That-
fuck you up thing.
All right. So she has that ready. If you guys go visit her, just for expediency's sake, she does have that completed. It's been a couple weeks.
Alright, sweet.
So I need to make an item for you.
I stick it in that skull.
All right.
I know it's.
I'm going to
That's
grab a page, and I'm going to go to the old man's house. I'm going to go tell the page to go in there and make sure everything's okay. And then I'm going to go in when the page comes out. And make sure he's not blind or something. And see if the old man figured out anything.
Oh, about the anatomy of the creatures.
Yeah. But I'm setting the page in first.
Okay. So yeah, you head over to his house and he says, "Oh, Euphemia, come on inside, Welcome." And he's
You're wearing
sitting at a
clothes?
table. Yeah, he's fully dressed, and he looks quite austere, and he's at a desk with a bunch of manuscripts and stuff and diagrams and stuff. And you can see as you approach that he's diagramming the creature. He's fully dissected it, and he's drawing. He has multiple illustrations of different angles of its skull, of its heart, of its claws, that kind of stuff, like a full study.
Figure out any weaknesses.
He says, "Oh, you wish to know of the creature? These leapers, I think you called them."
Definitely not hear about your sex life.
Yes, quite active.
And disturbing.
He says, "What have I found out?" He says, They are unlike any man or beast that I've ever experienced before. They are extremely resilient. Hold on, let me pull up its character sheet. Roll me a d20. what I've been able to discern from my anatomical studies is that they are immune to many different kinds of damage. Any kind of physical attacks. They're completely immune to fire or poison. They are quite strong and quite hearty. Their carapace, this thick exterior, under certain circumstances, it is capable of reflecting magical damage. And as he says, these creatures are changed. This particular one was elven in nature, much like what we see with werewolves or other lycanthropes. This one was able to acquire the form of this red leaper, but I suspect they were able to change back into their humanoid forms at will. And he says, that has been the extent of my studies anatomically. I assure you, there is nothing that I have seen in this world that is quite like this. Its structure, down to a cellular level, is quite resilient. It is powerful. I don't know what its origins were, but this creature, it is something to be feared. And if there is a whole army of these things, then God help the enemies that they fight. Okay, that's what you can get with a 13. What do you guys want to do?
Hey, Midas, can you show me what a ring of, just like the sheet for a ring of spell storing, please?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a no, but I'm still going to ask if Caliota, whenever we get to her, if there's any way that she knows, even though it would be expensive as fuck, if I can sort of put the abilities of the Staff of the Magi into my Staff of the Dragon thing, so I only have to carry one.
To merge the two?
Yeah.
No.
Or like put the abilities from the Staff of the Magi into the Robe of the Archmagi. You know, just kind of combine so I don't have to carry two staffs.
To merge the two together into one.
Do you have to attune to both of them?
Yeah, even if it takes 2 attunement slots to the one that I merge it to.
Instead of carrying both staves.
Yeah.
Those are both very, very high level items. Roll a d20.
Okay. Like I said, it's probably a long shot, but
No, she can't do it.
cool.
Okay, Midas / Caliota, I just came up with this idea right now, and I think it's a great idea.
Okay.
So I know, personally I assume my character knows this being the level that he is, that animated armors can sometimes have spells stored in them, correct?
That's a shield guardian.
Or a shield guardian.
Yeah.
I know there's a monster that does.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to make the armor that I'm wearing it be able to store a singular, preferably multiple essentially shield spells. But if a singular one is all I can get, that'd be fine.
So you want something to store shield spells in.
I was thinking my armor specifically, like the armor itself I'm wearing, the dwarven plate.
Okay, so modify it so that you can cast the shield spell with it?
Essentially, and that doesn't require a attunement slot because, again, I'm a rune scribe, so my attunement slots are precious.
Yeah,
Because the
we can do
dwarven plate doesn't
Yeah, she can do
require
that.
attunement. Okay.
What she's
cool.
gonna do is she's gonna give your weave an enchantment into your dwarven plate, that gives it 3 charges a day. It's kind of like any other, like a wand of shield, basically. It has 3 charges a day. It recharges 1d4 charges every morning, or 1d4 plus 1 charges every morning, and as you and whenever you want, you can burn a charge as a reaction to cast shield.
Cool. Sweet. So 3 charges. Can I also ask her to see if she can increase the plus to like a +3? It says it's a +2 right now.
For the armor,
The armor in and of itself.
roll a d20.
Oh.
No, unfortunately not.
But my armor class should be 20 though, because plate is naturally
18.
18.
18 plus 2. I don't know why it's been at 18 this whole time.
They just gotta manually add it sometimes.
Yeah.
How much did that cost?
Yeah. How much? Oh yeah. How much does it cost to make the shield?
We'll go around 3,500 gold.
500. Okay. Oh, and I go get my war goat. By the way, I ask Ellen to take me to, whatever it's called, Fortune.
I gotta rest before I can teleport again.
Well, yeah, but when we get a chance.
Damos, just remembering, he does ask her if she came across any of these fancy books or anything of particularly cool note.
What, the manuals?
Yeah, remember I just like look for any manuals or like any really super exotic things that.
Oh yeah. No, it hasn't
not
been long
normal,
enough for
huh?
her to be able to do that yet.
I figured. Yeah,
It's only been a couple
just
weeks.
asking just in case. I'm gonna roll for a nat 20 just to make myself feel better. Nope.
Alright. Okay, Killdrag, I modified your dwarven plate with a description for that. I'll add it to your action sheet also.
Sweet.
Okay. Anything else from anybody?
Does she have any armor that any breastplate, magical breastplate? Yeah, for me.
What do you have right now? You have breastplate plus 2?
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
Oops. Out of screen.
No, she doesn't really deal in armor and weapons. You don't find many of them here. She deals more in like wondrous items, necklaces, jewelry, crystals, enchantments, that kind of stuff.
Alright, seeing that she doesn't do that stuff.
Does she have any enchantments for my armor?
No.
Damos asks because he knows he'll eventually want to upgrade his armor, but he knows right now that it's probably annoying for the GM to have this AC, so he will ask if she'll ever become like knowledgeable enough to upgrade a ring of protection. I'm sure she can't do it now, but maybe way down the line.
Possibly.
Because I already got good AC, and I don't want to be that guy with way too high AC. But for later on, after you see those plus 18s, Damos gets very afraid.
Possibly.
Everyone else is already getting one-shotted.
I know.
Protection plus 1. I mean, there's such a thing as, it's fabled for there to be a ring of protection plus 2. It's a very high level kind of enchantment because Dungeons and Dragons, you don't add AC very easily.
Yeah. I mean, Damos wants to add first armor, but he knows she doesn't really do armor stuff, so that's the only reason he asks.
Okay. She's going to start working on trying to figure out a way to increase or create a ring of protection plus 2 or higher. You won't be able to upgrade the current one, but it has basically a new item.
All right.
Alright.
I'll give her some money. I'll give her like, I don't know, 1,000 gold pieces or something like that,
Just to start
because I
the
know
work.
it's gonna cost some stuff.
Yeah, just to start the research.
Didn't we have some bracers of defense in the party sheet?
Yeah.
I think I gave him
Yeah,
away.
but those only work on unarmored people. So
Oh, okay.
I figured I'm sure you guys would.
barbarians.
Yes.
They're the most
Just
useless magic item to our party right now.
But for later on, the only reason I'm saying we can maybe hold on to them at least for right now is because we have the captain with us. She doesn't wear armor, so if we give those to her, she could probably help us a little bit more in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she can only help us in combat, like, in her lands.
Yeah, but we
Yeah,
gotta
we're not going
eventually
back
fight
to-
that dude. I don't know. It
He
might
left.
eventually help.
He
If
went to
not,
the High
no
Elves
biggie.
land. Didn't he? That was the point.
Yeah, we could totally sell it if you guys want. No biggie.
No, I mean, we got enough money, and we still got some money in the party sheet. If you guys need money, I got a bitload of money, and I don't have anything to buy because I don't want to unattune to any of my stuff. I was looking maybe to buy some potions. This is who we come to.
Okay. Anything in specific?
Potion of the superior healing kind. And
Deimos, did you grab a bunch of those last time? Growth.
I got some.
I grabbed a
potions.
bunch last time, but I've actually used them, so I'd like some more.
I'm just gonna drop
Let
a
me check my potion section.
ton of money.
Kojak has
No,
one
I just got
superior.
I got a bunch of regular potions,
Okay, she has.
and I got a couple of greater healing. I have 0 superior.
6 graders, 2 superiors, 1 supreme.
I'll take them all.
Price. I'll split it with you, with you, Ellen. The price, anyway. Supremes are super expensive, so
Those
actually I
are
don't know if that's
super
a thing.
fucking expensive.
I got like 70,000 gold.
It's
Alright.
way more expensive than that.
Yeah, superior. So let's see. The graders are. That's what we call in here. So for her and her purposes, graders will be 1,000. Superiors will be 5,000. Supreme.
So 16,000 so far.
She'll cut you a deal. She'll give you the Supreme for 35,000.
What?
35,000?
This is the potions are rare city.
Yeah.
So that's 25,500 split down the center. Elwin.
Hold on before we do any of that.
I'd probably find cheaper
Nonsense.
someone else.
The graders are decent,
No,
and regular ones are good. The Supreme,
I don't think Supreme's worth it.
Supreme are great.
You know, we
But,
haven't really been using
yeah.
potions for the past, like, what, 12 fights? We haven't used potions.
Yet, but it's good to stock up on potions for when we're
Yeah, but
brought down
we have,
to the
I think
limit.
we have a bigger stock than we think.
Okay,
And we
so
just-
I have 2 or 3 total.
all right, I got another one for you. Does she have any potions of invulnerability?
She has 2.
How much?
5,000 gold apiece.
Okay, I'll take those 2, and I'll give one to Deimos.
you can hold on to them. Deimos has a bunch of potions already,
invulner-
and all the potions I have are fair game for the rest of the party. Deimos doesn't really hold back on that crap.
I'm gonna give her.
I'm saying it's a waste of money.
I added it to your inventory.
Okay, I'm gonna give her. Oh, you already deleted 1,000?
Well, I did not delete any money.
Oh, you
I just
didn't?
gave you the
Okay.
potions.
Okay, so I'll delete 1,000 platinum. 4646.
And then,
Okay, Killjoy.
does she sell scrolls by any chance?
Yes. As a matter of fact, she does.
Now, just so I don't waste your time, how expensive would like level 4 spells be?
Which one are you speaking of specifically?
Oh, like freedom of movement. It's I know I can cast it. It's like one of my war cleric things, but I just want to have one just in case, mainly for other party stuff, because sometimes that might be a situationally nice one.
2,500 gold.
Yeah, I'll buy one.
Okay. I'm adding it to your inventory.
Sweet.
Another one. What's your strength, Deimos?
Right now 24.
Okay. Does she have any potions?
Oh, I still have one Storm Giant strength one.
That's what I was looking for. Maybe
Yeah, I
some
still got one.
Cloud
I got one
Giant, Storm Giant. That way I can give them.
Yeah, I got something of super strong stuff.
How do you have... I'm looking at your... You have 1 fire giant strength, How do you have 2 Storm Giant Strength potions?
No, there should be 1. I used 1 against that.
Alright, I'll fix that.
All right. Yeah, against
Okay.
that Stone Dragon dude.
Okay.
Is there anything to like something to rival like a mind blank?
Mind Blank?
Yeah, because I can't cast it as a sorcerer. It's not in my spells list, which is ridiculous. It's stupid, I think.
Mind Blank is what level spell is it?
8.
Okay. How much gold do you have? Alright. So, you're talking to Caliota. She's she says, friend Elwin. Good of you to come by, and thank you for your patronage. She says, I have been thinking of you. The last time that we spoke, you expressed interest in some of these magical artifacts, and I did come across one that I think you might particularly enjoy.
Ooh, I'm listening.
Well, it is, of course, rare. In fact, I have never seen one myself previously, but one trader did come across this particular item. 1 second, let me add it here.
Does it let me memorize spell from the wizard spell list? Is that what you're saying?
No, of course not. But it is a much improved or more powerful version of a common item that we all have encountered before. So this is... it was found in a very old and broken down temple in the far off corner of nowhere. Perhaps some ancient archmage lived there or something, or it fell from the heavens, I know not. But it is a ring of spell storing that carries 8 levels worth of spells instead of 5.
Does it require attunement?
Are you sure on attunement slots? 1, 2...
Yeah, it's my Staff of the Dragonkin, Staff of the Magi, and the Robe
Staff of
of
the Dragon
Archmagi.
is legacy. It doesn't require
Yeah.
attunement.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, that's your melding spot.
No,
You
not
have-
anymore.
Oh,
That's why it's. You must not have been there when we talked about it. Yeah,
No.
you have 3 attunements plus your legacy item.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I have one open.
Unless you
Oh,
become an
yes.
artificer, then it's 6 attunements
Nice.
plus your 7.
So you're looking at a ring of spell storing that has 8 levels worth of charges. So basically, you get anyone to cast any spell, any combination of spells up to 8 slots, 8 spell slots
Mm-hmm.
into it, and you can cast them as if you did it anytime.
Okay. If would I be able to cast, for example, the wish, but use it to cast another spell? Would I be able to store that spell if it's
Yeah.
8 or lower? Okay. Oh, yeah. How much?
Ooh, this will be expensive.
Yeah.
50,000.
Deimos, actually, at this
50,000.
point, he starts taking off his armor in a very sexual manner. And he starts flexing. And he's just like, oh, do you not notice how much stronger I've gotten since we've last seen each other?
She says, "Why, hello there."
Super Saiyan!
Okay, so I have 4,646 platinum.
Okay.
That makes it 46,460.
Deimos will give you all the gold he has on him if it helps with whatever you need to buy. I don't have.
No, I got enough. I just wanted to make sure how much gold Okay, so just so I don't
Most of the
forget.
gold.
Yeah. And then that would be 3,340. Right? No,
Yes.
3,540.
Yes.
Math.
Okay. So, you now have a ring of improved spell storing. It does require attunement, but it can hold up to 8th level spells, and it has 8 spell slots in it.
Awesome. Yeah, I just deleted the rest. I have 3,600 gold left.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually a decent amount.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty strong item.
Deimos always just blows all this shit.
It's like a super strong item.
Yeah, it is.
But Ring of Spellstorming is actually one of my favorite as a caster. I had one on my mage, or my wizard. I love that thing.
They're really good.
I had people cast into all the spells that I couldn't cast. So I had like I had my ranger friend cast absorb elements into it.
Huh.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know, so as a reaction, you can just name an element type and you become resistant to it.
Yep.
Yeah, so
That's sweet.
I
Now
can
for
take-
my AL guy, my sorcerer, I need to get one.
Yeah. Any spells that you can't cast, like utility spells, like if you need levitate, or if I mean featherfall, or something, you
Oh, that's
just
so smart.
you throw it in there.
Because my guy's just a straight up support, like sorcerer.
Or if you can't learn shield, just get a wizard to cast 5 levels of shield into it. Okay.
Smart.
That's what I would have done with a Ring of Spellstorming. I had enough attunement slots, but that's why I wanted it on my armor.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. We did that to your arm already. All right, so Deimos, I'm going to give you an orb of Mega Fireball.
Ooh.
All right, so it's going to be able to. You're basically going to be able to cast Delayed Blast, an improved Delayed Blast Fireball through it. It's a one-time use,
Of course.
and you bought 2 of them.
Oh, just one. Just one.
Okay.
I think we did the cost of, I think it was like 2 of the fireball necklaces, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I will not use the Gets enemies, I'll tell you that. It's pretty much if they have a castle. And pretty much I just thought of when we were around the Ospium and we needed to get in. That's the only thing he was thinking of.
Yeah. So what this is basically the way Delayed Blast Fireball works is that you hold concentration for 1 minute, and as long as you're holding concentration, the spell damage goes up every turn by 1d6, right? So as a theoretical cap, it starts at 12d6, and it goes up 1d6 every turn, and you hold concentration for 1 minute.
So
'cause that's how long it lasts.
22d6.
Yeah, it caps out at
gross.
22d6 damage.
Oh, gross.
Right, but your orb of Mega Fireball will be more. Since it's a one-time use, you hold concentration on it, and it will increase by. Let's have fun here.
I mean, the only thing I'd ever use it against is if we're literally fighting like the biggest motherfucking baddest in the world, or like I'm just trying to blow up a wall,
Literally save this for Asmodeus, please.
or
They'll probably be immune to fire.
probably, or if I have to suicide bomb someone, who knows?
Okay, so this will increase by 3d6 each turn instead of 1d6. So
Holy shit, that's...
Oh shit!
But that's each like
42.
once a round, though, right? Not every single turn, not everybody's turn, just once when your turn comes around.
Yeah, once
Yeah.
around. So if you concentrate for a minute and it increases, a minute is 10 rounds, so that's 30d6 for if you hold it a long time, plus 12, that's 42d6 damage.
Deimos starts crying.
yeah, so
Um,
you have to and then you can throw it. Or whatever.
Deimos knows he's already gotten like a pretty fucking awesome thing.
Yeah,
But
she puts her hand on your hand, and as she hands it to you, she just and she rests her hand on the back of your hand. She lets it's a very tender touch. She says, "This was a very special creation of mine." She's, I'm, for some reason the stars aligned that night when I created it. It was much more powerful than I anticipated. She rolled a natural 20 on her casting thing.
oh shit!
I would not expect to be able to create it again of this power, but enjoy.
Deimos lets loose a single teardrop as he thanks her, and he has no words.
Okay, so that'll be fun.
The only other thing that he would ask, because there's a folding boat, which Deimos plans to stick in our cool castle temple thing as an accessory.
Mm-hmm.
But is there such thing as a folding tank?
You already have a castle, like a
Yeah, I
freaking
know.
walking castle.
But like, what happens if there's a castle? We need to deploy some guys.
A folding tank. You
A
just
folding something, like even if it's like a heavily armored wagon.
Once you said guns, the castle.
Like I'm
A lot
thinking
of
like
guns.
medieval version of like a folding version of like that death wagon we had before. We can just like stick some troops in to send them away, and they might not get blown up in 2 feet.
just
I've got Arcane Gate. I can't share it.
I am familiar with the enchantment that is required to create a folding boat, she says. To modify the enchantment to create to encounter to encompass a different type of vessel, she says. Theoretically should be doable.
All right, I say that's freaking awesome. Here is some monies, and I will give her, I don't know, 400 platinum.
She says, "Oh, wonderful. Bring me the vessel you wish to to wrap up in this enchantment, and I will get to work."
All right, cool. We'll find something eventually, guys.
Okay. Anything
This
else?
spell would have been so useful when we did the zombie thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm just thinking of like cool except well, Damos pretty much pictures the that castle thing we have, and he's just thinking of like all the cool things we can add on to it, so we could like send troops out of it into like cool little things. So we got like a water thing, we got like a tank thing now, and if we get multiple of these things, we're gonna be like an army castle, a movable army castle.
All right. So what are you guys doing now?
Sleep.
Chimichangas.
Yeah,
Chimichangas,
we
then
gotta
sleep.
pay the chimichanga dude and
Oh, that's right.
pick up
So,
more
yeah, it's been a
chimichangas.
while.
I'm gonna give him 20 platinum.
Okay, so you guys go back to your estate inside the royal center of Westvane, and you find your just faithfully tending the grounds, and keeping keeping up with the place. You find Pablo there, and his family and his kids are all around. You know, they're all sleeping. It's fairly late at night, but as you knock on the door, he opens it. He's a little groggy-eyed. He says, "Ah, my friends, my friends. He says, good to see you again, my friends."
A long time no see, Pablo.
It's
We
been
need
a
your
long time,
best
my friends.
chimichangas.
He says, I've been busy in the time when you've been gone. He says, I've accumulated quite the stock of chimichangas. And of course, he says, mi mamacita, she is of course pregnant again.
Give him a high five.
Why, thank you. Come in,
How
of
many
course.
kids does he have?
This is probably his 7th.
He's like what, 23, right?
There's a version of 16 and pregnant in this universe.
Racial stereotypes.
It's so freaking true.
Damos feels a little bad about saying that, but he still finds it a little bit funny.
I thought that
I
was
think
funny.
it's hilarious.
That was funny. Let's come in, of course. So he opens up, and the house is it's in great condition. It's well stocked. You know, he's doing a very good job of taking care of your manor here in this town. Okay. He says, I assume that your adventures have been amazing, of course, across the lands.
Oh yeah, they've been fun. We've been doing stuff. We've been seeing things. We got a megabot thing we can ride around in, and I got a rhino.
Wonderful, he says, wonderful. He says, now, my friends, I have a confession to make to you. I have not been dedicating myself to the chimichangas as much as I have in years past. I have found a new passion in life.
Oh, I'm very intrigued.
And he says, come, I show you. So at back,
He makes salads now.
there's 2 sheds, right? One is full of chimichangas. And he opens up, and he walks up to the door of the second. He says, I apologize in advance if I have stepped too far. He says, but let me just show you. And he opens the door. He says, I have, and you open it up and you see like all along the wall there's like bottles, like empty bottles, and there's these large vats everywhere, and you can smell the heavy musk of like alcohol. He says, I've taken to making tequila.
Damo starts like he just starts crying in joy. Like the original like 20 like platinum pieces I pulled out of my pocket to give to him. I also pull out my last 50 pieces of gold and I give that to him too. And I'm just like, you are the greatest thing that's ever happened to this party.
he says, I have plenty of tequila to send with you.
No, I say please keep sending it to our place.
I go in, I pull a bottle, I take a sip, and I need to know if it's as good as his chimichangas.
Oh yeah. This is his passion. He puts as much love into his tequila as he does his chimichangas. So this is +3 tequila.
I'm +3, so I'm
Holy
intoxicated within a first, or a normal person is intoxicated with the first sip.
Yeah.
It's so smooth it literally tastes just like joy. I say, oh, please keep doing on with your work.
Con save with this tequila.
Yeah, Damos is always gonna. He says, no matter what, we're gonna support you. Keep doing these crazy things, your inventions.
I can't believe Feldorn missed this.
It's okay. All right. He's very happy.
I'm gonna set up an investment
Oh
on
shit!
this.
Is Kelly Oda still there?
She's out.
Could drunk Damos like off tequila run over there really fast and just demand a bag of holding? A bag of holding mainly just to store chimichangas and tequila.
She'll
It
work
doesn't
out.
have to be a great bag of storing, like bag of holding, just enough to hold a lot of
You
party
need
supplies.
You need a food version. There's a food version.
Yeah,
I can't
the
remember
food
what it's called.
version.
Is there actually one in the dungeon in the DMG?
Yeah,
I don't-
it's basically a cooler. It's made to hold perishable items. But the bag of holding can't hold perishable items.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Is that in the DMG?
I know they have one in Critical Role.
I know I've seen one. I don't know if it's in the DMG.
It might be a Pathfinder thing,
I've
don't
never
know.
seen one.
but I
I've
do
never
know
seen that one.
I
do
beg
know
her.
that the regular bag of holding can't hold perishable items like food and water.
So the only way
tequila is not perishable.
the only
And
way you're gonna get
chimichangas.
a bag of colding from Caliota is you're gonna have to liquor her up and sweet talk her into it.
Damos at this
+3
point
tequila
is
will do the
+3
trick.
tequila. let me make these con saves.
So you really mean -3 tequila, right?
Yeah, -3 to Constitution.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Damos ain't making shit against these things. Damos is like he's wobbling it. Again, he kicks this door in as like he does in the past, and you just see him. He just runs there. He's just like, hey young lady, I need a refrigerator bag. Yep, a bag that holds a lot of things, but it's a refrigerator. And he's like mumbling and slurring his words a little bit.
Did you bring
And
any?
he says-
You brought tequila with you?
Check
Oh
to
man,
see how-
Damos is holding a lot of tequila. He says, see, I can only hold this much tequila, as he drops a bunch of bottles on the table. I need to hold way more tequilas.
She says, so it's late at night. It's like like friggin' like 4 in the morning. And you caught her in the act of closing up shop. She says to you, my friend Demos. She says, you've caught me at a disadvantage. I was just closing up shop. She says, care for a nightcap?
Does Damos know what this is? Let's see. Yes. Damos thinks he does.
she chuckles. She says, it's been a stressful day. She says, working out all those enchantments for you and your friends is quite tiring for these old eyes. She says, some liquor would be welcome.
Damos says, you got a tube?
All right, so you and she settle down, like outside of her front porch. As she closes up shop, she pulls a couple chairs out there, and you kick back, and you just spend like the next hour and a half just chatting and drinking. All right. Go ahead and roll me just like schmoozing check. So let's see, what's your perception, religion, performance, persuasion? All right, just roll me 3 persuasion checks.
Oh, actually, I got that.
Persuasion.
Those are perception. All right, sorry, wrong one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not bad.
You're doing great. All right. So over the course of the next hour and a half, you're there schmoozing with her. You guys are tipping a few back, and you're laughing, and she's telling you stories about all her adventures. You're telling her stories about all your adventures. And you're just really hitting it off. Towards 6 o'clock in the morning, the sun is coming up. People are starting to come out into the streets and stuff. You're both tipsy. She stands up and she wobbles a little bit. She has to catch herself. She puts her arm on your shoulder. She catches herself. She is going to give you a bag of colding that she happens to have in the back. She enjoyed the tequila so much. She says, "My compliments to the brewer. This is amazing stuff."
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna give you a cooler.
And on the way out, Deimos is gonna slap her on the ass because he's tequila happy.
All right. I named it the bag of colding. It's in your inventory. All right. So it's basically like a bag of holding, except it's for perishables. It just keeps things like frozen or like well chilled. She shrieks as you slap her on the ass like a. And it's accompanied by, because of your great persuasion checks, by a giggle, and she says she teeters a little bit, and she waves her finger back and forth. No, not for you.
He says, one of these days, because Deimos is still an old man. He just got stuck in another younger person's body.
She says, bring me more of this tequila, and maybe someday, but not for you today. And she kind of like teeters off, and she heads back up over to her room to like just crash.
All right, Deimos runs back to Kildrak and Elwyn and everybody. He holds this cooler bag over his head. He's like, "Gotst it."
Okay. So Pablo's there, and you see him like just showing you guys how his bottler works and how all this stuff works. He says, "Oh, this is perfect." He says, "I wonder how many bottles of tequila I can hold." So he starts taking them off and he starts sticking them inside there.
Put chimichangas in there as well, and I ask him about the Heineken
What is this Heineken you speak of?
beer. Can he make his ethnicity's beer?
What type of beer?
This piss water that you speak of. He says, "You cannot hold a candle to make tequila."
Let's get some Goza sours up in this bitch.
I suppose I could piss in a bottle if you like that instead.
I'm good, but thank you.
Then have some tequila.
Oh,
I take
okay.
back another shot. This stuff is
Deimos actually kind of, he's like, beer would be nice so we can hydrate ourselves after tequila. What do you think about this? Making some Gozas or some sours, but put them in tequila barrels after that.
These ideas, they intrigue me. He's thinking, Okay, so he's going to start working on variations. Elwyn's investing in his tequila business. So he's going to create a label. You guys have to come up with a name for his label.
I don't know. I was probably drunk when I gave him that money, so...
Well, I gave him 20 platinum and 50 gold pieces too. So
okay, well, that's plenty for him for all his equipment and for the marketing and that kind of stuff. So
I love like early levels, like that's a shit ton of money, and now we're just like tossing at them.
Yeah.
For RP purposes.
Yeah. All right. So Pablo has created his tequila label. He's sending you off with a ton of tequila in your bag of colding, and a bunch of chimichangas also. And
I need lime wedges.
Pablo Cuervo.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
Well, we're
Label.
sitting there drinking. I'm just gonna throw out an idea. I guess it came to me while we were there.
Mhm.
Guys, want to go up to the heaven and see how the battle is? Maybe help out a little.
Wait a second, guys.
I can
Because
plane
Deimos
shift.
actually last session learned to think, because he still has one more spell he can have on his list. Well, he had two more, but he used one of them. I know this thing. It's called Gate. I think we can get there, guys.
Oh yeah, you can learn that.
Yeah, Deimos has it. I just threw it on there just because I still can learn one more, but
Yeah, that's like the better version of plane shift.
I kind of being relatively sober on the roll of
relatively sober. Deimos
18.
puts more tequila down your throat.
I'll make another con save if you want me to, but I get advantage on them, bitch. Oh, nat 20. I am drunk sober. We'll just say that.
And I say, Kildrak, you did a good job. But how about this next bottle?
Oh, there's supposed to be advantage. Keep trying.
You guys are rolling well. Jeez.
You just see Deimos just powerhousing these guys and making them drink.
Okay.
And
Alright,
we're all
I'm gonna
making
roll a
cut
opposing
off shirts.
strength check here.
Deimos actually goes to a street vendor. He buys shirts and he rips the sleeves off. So he makes them like deep V's and everything. He's like, we're all wearing these guys.
Okay, I
We're
put on
calling
the
the
shirt
bro
as I
squad.
slowly walk him and Elwyn to their bedrooms.
I can't stand it. No. Then you go out and get a bunch of rompers. Like
I
male
can't rip
rompers.
the shirt.
And have you
Yep.
guys seen the male rompers?
Oh my god.
But I'm very graceful about it.
Okay.
I kind of
At least
I
think
put
you're
these
graceful.
two into bed and I sing Deimos to sleep. I don't know how I get Elwyn to sleep, but
Deimos actually sings Elwyn a song as you sing Deimos a song.
yes, that's how it goes.
Okay.
'Cause I
You know what,
let
guys?
these two sleep through the day.
Have you ever seen an elemental drink tequila?
You see Deimos rolling over on his back. He's just rolling in circles. He's quite
I
drunk.
start to sing loud.
And he says, "What?
What do you want? An earth, a fire? What should we get?
Oh, wait a second. I go outside and I find roadkill, like a squirrel or something. And I'm gonna cast Raise Dead on it.
You raised. Okay, it's fine. You raised a squirrel from the dead.
And I'm like, hey guys, I brought something to drink to the party too with your elemental.
Okay, I am casting Hold Person on these two until they fall asleep.
I will attempt to stop it as I start pouring tequila down the squirrel's throat.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, yeah, wisdom saving throw, both of you.
I will counterspell you, sir.
Do you even know what's going on? It's the real question.
Deimos
Oh,
doesn't.
okay.
You see Deimos, he actually, before you even cast Hold Person on him, he stops on his own.
So what happens is Killdrake starts casting Hold Person. Elman counterspells it, but Deimos, you think you're held, so you just stand still. Anyway.
Deimos doesn't know. He's like, I can't stop. But the thing is, he's still stopping the motion where he has the squirrel in his hand. And he's chugging tequila down his throat.
So Deimos, you're self-paralyzed.
I just lay Deimos in bed and hope this lasts for a while. And then I just said, see, Elwyn
Deimos
isn't
will still be
sleep nice.
wide-eyed, laying in bed, still pouring this empty now bottle of tequila down the squirrel's throat.
Oh no. Or I meant to roll persuasion. Can that be a persuasion
Sure,
check?
sure,
Same
sure.
modifier.
Sure.
I'm trying to persuade Elwyn to go to bed.
Wait a second.
Nat 20, you can't beat it anyway. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
All right. So as the night goes on, or it's early morning now, you guys eventually like. Well, I mean, you're up all night drinking tequila and doing all this stuff, so you don't get the long rest. But
No, I want these two to sleep during the day. Is the point? Is what
Yeah,
I'm
we're gonna
trying to
sleep
get.
through. We're gonna sleep through the day.
I'm gonna
Okay.
snuggle at night. He persuaded me to go to sleep, but only if I could snuggle with Deimos. So
Okay.
I'm
I
snuggling with
totally
Deimos.
allow that. I totally allow that.
okay.
Deimos wakes up and he sees
And-
Elwyn. And Elwyn, I'm assuming they both wake up at the same time, and they're just like snuggling each other with
Yeah.
this like drunk squirrel in the middle.
Yeah.
And I said, like, "Hey, Elwyn, we're not going to
Squirrel
talk
rose
about
a
this."
Constitution saving throw.
I'm just gonna get up and walk away without saying
Yeah,
anything.
same. I don't even know what happened. I'm still holding the squirrel though.
Okay, the
Okay.
squirrel chitters and is like it's is definitely drunk also. You need to name the squirrel.
My question
eventually.
is, where did
I
you go?
start calming the squirrel over the course of we've been here all day, and I actually I don't know how much money you want to give me. Well, money you want me to spend, but I will don him in armor,
Okay, it's fine.
and I will also buy a leash,
Okay.
and I'll call him Sergeant Fluffy
Okay.
Paws because
Sergeant
he works
Paws.
underneath of Captain Fluffy Paws.
Okay. All right. Well, you're fortunate because in this town is the person who made Captain Fluffy Paws' armor and leash and stuff like that, the harness and stuff that he had. So she's able to deck the squirrel out in leather, and it may or may not actually be squirrel leather, but
What ifs? Damos is still hung over his shit.
it's like feeding the chicken.
Like he's like giving himself like lesser restorations, like it's Advil, but it's he drank a lot.
There you go. All right. So you have Sergeant Fluffy Paws decked out in leather armor, with a leash
Yep.
as well. All right. So it's later in the day before you guys finally come back around. But here's your long rest. Okay. Alright, so what you guys need to do is you need to figure out where you're going and what you're heading to next. Do you have any ideas where your party would be inclined to go so I can start planning for next week?
I think we're going to water deep to hunt down the gnome or the halfling.
Okay.
What's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Clovis.
Clovis.
Yeah,
I mean,
Clovis.
Yeah, that sounds.
And you know
like-
what I think we need to do when we finally meet Asmodeus? We need to offer him the tequila just to see how it goes.
Did you say beat Asmodeus?
I still think
All right, a
Right.
year from now we can start talking about that. But oh shit,
that Euphemia is Asmodeus, and he's just laughing at us, trying to stop him.
that'd be the biggest troll move ever.
I want that to be a thing, Midas,
I'm
just so
not-
you know.
Yeah, I
I'm
doubt
not
it.
Asmodeus.
That's like that's the sad thing is like I
I'm
want to
not
say
Asmodeus, I'm not the succubus, I'm not
no. Euphemia is
some kind
like
of flying person.
she's either the one who's for like the chaotic like I'm gonna kill the person, or she's like the actual like good reasonable poison the party where we're like let's go murder this guy. She's like guys we probably shouldn't murder him.
I'm still gonna
That was really random.
I
What the hell
know.
did you say?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Alright. So have you guys figured out, just out of curiosity, so if you're gonna try to go to Waterdeep, or you're gonna try to find Clovis, basically. Right?
Find Clovis. We think he's in Waterdeep, right?
Okay. So, from what you guys know, Clovis used to be in Waterdeep, but then after he basically toppled the government so that Whitebeard could just swarm over and destroy the whole country. He went off, and that's when he went off and found Euphemia's gauntlet and gave it to Celise in Vordum. So this is the timeline from what you guys know. This was This was months ago, as you guys have been tracing him. And he's basically running the process of taking his subordinates and reinforcing them, giving them what they need to overthrow various governments all throughout Tandash. That's his job. That's what he's doing. He likes the subterfuge. He likes the you know the just the political manipulation stuff about it.
What about trying to get to the heavens and disrupting the war a little bit, see what damage we can do? Maybe that'll draw him out.
I'll be honest.
We
I
have the
don't
mirror.
think that we can
We could
hurt
use
them
that
enough to actually
try
make a
to find
difference.
him. You know we have the mirror. And
Do we
that's
have a
direct connection
lead?
to him.
Do we have a lead on any of the other bad guys?
Actually, where's that mirror go to? Is it just right to Clovis, right?
Yeah.
Can I do something with that? Can I, like, try to figure out...
Scry him.
Never met the guy.
you could
You can use
try.
the mirror, which is part of. I think the mirror is a shard of itself.
Yeah, so you could scry the mirror itself.
Try the other part of the mirror.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's
we
what
have
I would
those
try.
occasionally.
Yeah. Okay.
This party does have its moments sometimes.
That's a very good idea. Okay, and that probably would work.
Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do, and depending on what I get out of it is what we would do next.
Okay.
But yeah, we would be going after him.
All right, Clovis. All right. So, so just so you know the chain of events. So Waterdeep is pretty much overrun by Whitebeard. Whitebeard has kind of just run.
And what
roughshod
is
over
Whitebeard again?
The pirate.
He's the undead pirate.
Go
Okay.
kill him.
You remember him, right? He's the one who he was.
That
He
was
owes
when I
us
was
all our gold.
on and off. Yeah.
This dude.
Like,
Remember him?
that's
I-
what we
Nope.
The
I
really
remember
wanna
the
fight him.
Kraken. I remember Deimos getting shot in the head, and that's about it.
That's right. You were gone for a little while. Yeah.
And
Oh,
I remember my tic-tac-toe game with like the bullywugs.
Yeah. Yeah. Whitebeard is he was the strongest of the pirate lords anyway, besides Antares. And he
But we don't talk about Antares.
Whitebeard has destroyed Waterdeep, and he's pushing his ghost spectral hordes across the country. Sindalar is wiped out, and Incamel's forces are heading over west into Oscaria.
Wait, we destroyed the Lich Lord. Why haven't we gone after Whitebeard before? Because we're definitely power enough to take out just a lower zombie lord.
we'll probably
He's-
take him out now.
He was
Um,
pretty fucking powerful, and there might be other demon things helping him at this point.
That was a while ago. You guys.
Yeah, I say we actually go to Tritanos and attempt to take him out, then Clovis.
I mean, yeah, they might not have as many like super powerful things there, but they might have a bunch of tough guys. But
I
yeah.
still take out Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Give Ospium a break. Actually, I think
Yes.
that's what we'll do.
Yes, I agree with that, and we'll get our money back because we each had like 100,000 gold, and he took all of it.
Whitebeard does not have our gold.
Yeah, it's in the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, I'm gonna get it. We have a Kraken friend. Can get it for us.
Well,
Yeah,
I
he's
still
totally
don't know
our
what
friend.
happened to the Kraken.
And technically it
Tell
was only
me
like
what
1,000
happened.
gold.
I had like 100,000 gold.
Do you guys remember what happened to the Kraken?
Yeah, wasn't it on the ship? And one of the ships that it was on just kind of sank.
No. You guys went. You found the young Kraken,
Mm-hmm.
and it had just hatched from its egg, and you basically you kept
Beat it into friendship.
yeah you kept Sasseline from getting her hands on it, because she would have corrupted it and taken control of it basically, and use it to destroy the Waterdeep Navy. But you basically saved it from that, and it kind of liked you. It got along with you, but you left it inside its little underwater cavern. It kind of kicked you out of its underwater cavern, is how it ended. It punted you guys out of there.
I'm definitely down with kicking some pirate butt.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh
since-
wait, that could be a good thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What were you saying?
Oh, just saying that since we know that the pirate's in Waterdeep now, and we knew Clovis was in Waterdeep, so he might know where Clovis is now, what his next plans were going to be. We can get a lead.
Well,
That's
I
true.
think Scrying's
The pirates and
great to
Clovis
quote
have no
Clovis
connection.
anyways.
Well, I was just thinking those pirates had the gunpowder and the cannons. If we can get gunpowder and cannons, we can stick that on our super sweet castle thing, which will help us against
Remember
like,
we
everything.
took out their gunpowder.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Antares is the only one who technically has gunpowder.
Yeah, you're
That
right, you're
I do
right.
remember. I think
Antares had the pure one. The dragon had the fake stuff, and now all they have is the regular stuff they can buy in anywhere.
You still have the dragon head, I think, Deimos.
Don't worry. No. Do I have the dragon head still? Oh no, it's at the keep.
Yeah, that's right.
anyways, as I was saying to Ellen, I think scrying the mirror is going to yield very clear results as to Clovis, where Clovis is. So, yes, I think information from the Pirate Lord would be good, but I think scrying's our best bet with Clovis. But I still think we should take out the Pirate Lord.
Okay. Yep, I can vote Pirate Lord then.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I'll start planning in that direction for next week then.
So we know about the Pirate Lord in Waterdeep. We know about the evil wares in Sindalar/Oscaria. We know Clovis is just at large in general.
Mm-hmm.
Any other threats we specifically know about? Just
Rapnesh is where the dwarf guy, the assassin guy, went.
The portal is.
Because there was.
Yeah, he came back, and the big portal is somewhere in Rapnesh. That's where the demons are flooding into the heavens. And it's heavily,
okay.
heavily
I was actually just about to say that one next.
Mistrala, I
but
think.
that's about we know we have to head to Mistrala because it's just gonna be cool, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they said it was like it went silent or something. I don't even know.
Well, yeah, essentially we're
There's
gonna
still
have
that succubus lady, so.
Yeah, the other horseman, because it's
Yeah.
Clovis, and whatever is the were guy, and then one other, right?
That gate to heaven that the demons are using could be very important that we close it.
Yes, I know, but I'm just thinking power level wise what we should do.
And the dragons, you guys.
Yeah.
The dragon, the clan of the dragon, or the cult of the dragon, and whatever is going on with the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
I came after that, so I know absolutely nothing about that except for what the guy saw and the ancient one saw.
Oh, Elwyn has been
Yeah.
covering stories about the dragons of old and what happened. He had a dream about it, and the ancient one just told you that he knows that one of the dragons, the Nebularos, lives in the skies, basically up in the stars, and so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I still think Pirate Lords are cool.
Yeah, if we go through Waterdeep and then try to push our way to Mistrala, we can at least, if those guys overrun Oscar, we can stop them there, maybe.
No, I was thinking Waterdeep, Clovis, Oscaria, Mistrala.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna end the recording here, and I have a question for you,